everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sets here on... We're not here on Catcom Fighters. That was a that was a habit.
Nice one.
That was a very bad habit. Anyway, welcome to Bracket Reset number 2 here on Reversal's channel. Apologies to anyone I've offended on the Reversal channel. Twitch.tv. Can they even hear you? Be quiet if they can't hear you. Anyway, right. We're on the Reversal channel, continuing on with the UK World War. I've got 4 people talking in my ear. They don't really need to be talking right now. But yes, we are here continuing on with some high-level action here from the UK. And I'm joined by the compadres, the Scandinavian compadres that I haven't spoken to in quite a little while. I've got Beggy to my left, or on my right this side, and then I've got Ovaha this way. So I'm going to look at Beggy first. How you doing?
Oh shit, I did it the wrong way. I'm so sorry. I'm doing really good. Thank you. I thought that since you're at my right side, if I look to the right, I would look at you. But the camera is reversed or something like that, right? So I have to look to the left to look to the right, which is quite amazing.
It's kind of hard, Beggy. You might get used to it, you know, in due time.
In due time, definitely.
It's
great to be back. It's great to be back with you guys. Now we're hosting the World Warrior, the second World Warrior in the UK, and I already see we have some really great matches and runbacks from last week. Was it a week ago?
It was
just a week ago. Yeah, so it's really packed with these tournaments right now.
All right, and Ovaha, talk to me. It's been a little while. How you doing?
It's been a little while, but I'm doing good, man. Obviously, the World Warrior season has taken a jump start, and we have seen quite a bit of brackets already, like inside a week. So there's been tons of Street Fighter action. Obviously, trying to keep up with all of that is sometimes very difficult, but we're doing our best. Obviously, it's really nice to see this UK-Ireland bracket today because, like, we've been talking about this for years, like so much talent condensed in such a small area geographically. So it's like always a treat, always nice to see who's gonna end up in the top 8 because there's so many people who could qualify for that position.
Well,
obviously.
Speaking of the top 8, we have 2 familiar faces from last week's top 8 here, which are EndingWalker, the winner of last week, and Broski, the runner-up here. And surprise, surprise, they actually could meet in the winner's final. We will see how that turns out. But we've also got FlawlessDeku here. I was actually with him yesterday at a Sky Broadband event. Just FlawlessDeku. We've got 4 Phils, the 4 Phillians. All 4 Phils showed up today. He's come to look for some points here in the UK World Warrior number 2. And if we drop down into the losers bracket, we've got someone called Arismania. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if I butchered it. I've never heard of this player before. All I do know is, because I found out about 10 minutes ago, is that this person plays Chun-Li, and I believe they hail from Scotland. So it's actually good that we've got a new player. Yeah, we've got a new face in here, which is good to see. Going up against the illustrious Problem X here. Didn't feature in the top 8 last week, but he's here this time with that formidable Blanca. Maybe Marisa might come out as well. And of course, we have Musclenoob representing the Ken. I was actually with Musclenoob yesterday as well. Shouts to Musclenoob. Great guy. Definitely got to talk to him. And he's going to be going up against the General in ISDDs. That's going to be one for the ages. Ken versus Guile. ISDD versus Musclenoob. So, another interesting top 8. Well, I mean, all the top 8s you'll get here in the UK Island World Warrior will be interesting. But, Beggy, we'll go with you first. Any standout matches for you, or are you looking forward to all of them?
I think I'm really looking forward to watching the JP Mirror, if it's going to be the JP Mirror in Broski and the 4 Phils. Yeah, because I remember Broski tweeted about the mirror match and how he enjoys or does not enjoy playing it. Yeah. And then I think it's going to be really good to see like the old face of Street Fighter with Ryu against the new face of Street Fighter with Luke, if that's the characters they are going to run with FlawlessDeku and EndingWalker. And I really like that matchup because it can both be very explosive and it can also be very like neutral, heavy, and slow. So I think it's up to the players and how they decide to play. So I'm not really sure what we can expect with these 2 players, but I remember seeing Soundboy against EndingWalker, and it was a really like neutral heavy game that sometimes just exploded. It was really, really great.
All right, and Ovaha, any standout matches for you? Or are you going to be looking forward to all of them as well?
I mean, obviously everything that Beggy mentioned before, but also I'm very curious about Arismania and what they're going to play. Also, Problem X always a player who plays multiple characters obviously has like lots of reserve characters in his repertoire, so I'm obviously interested in seeing what Problem X is gonna pick tonight. But also, I gotta say, Musclenoob has been very consistent, and imstilldadaddy too, and that's one of those traditional Street Fighter matchups, so I'm also interested in that one.
All right, so we're going to kick things off here with the first match in the winners semi-final here in the top 8. EndingWalker versus FlawlessDeku. Now, just to let you guys know, EndingWalker hasn't lost a game today. All of his sets he has won 2-0, winning first to 3 territory.
Wow,
now,
very impressive, actually.
Different ball game here, but the way he's been utilizing Ryu, really maximizing out the stuff out of his tool set, and just like basically just dominating his the competition. It's excellent to see how he's been playing his character. And that probably is going to be round 1 with Shinku Hadouken. Look at that. Fine start for him.
What
here.
an introduction.
You know, I think
such a good introduction.
Yeah, I think it's really beautiful when you have like a very talented player who puts in a lot of work into the character that they believe in. Obviously, there's been a lot of discussion around Ryu and how good he is and what he's lacking and all that, but EndingWalker doesn't really care about that, obviously, and he's just here to make the most out of his Ryu, which is just really cool to see.
It requires a lot of work because obviously Luke is an enhanced version or a better version of Ryu, but the way Ryu works in this game, you basically have to perfect parry 99% of most things and then optimize the damage from those scenarios or any given situation in general.
That's actually what EndingWalker has been doing with the projectiles so far.
Of course. He basically can't be asleep at the wheel in neutral.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil, got baited with the throw there. Nice snapback target combo from Flawless.
He was trying to go for the meaty roundhouse there, FlawlessDeku.
Okay, he's in burnout at the moment. He tried to catch him now. EndingWalker actually utilized the donkey kick a fair bit last week with spacing traps, and that's going to be level 3.
Yeah,
it's going to be the CA version, but that's going to be the round.
I feel sometimes you can just you can be happy with how a round ended, and I think being in burnout against the Luke that was not burned out but had the level 3, if you were going to lose that round, the best way is definitely making them spend that level 3 so that you have the advantage for the last round. So you need to find the positives even in those rounds that turn out a little bit bad.
Meteor advantage in this game is definitely a thing.
Well,
that was a nice perfect parry as well.
What we have to remember is you're at an advantage, but a slight advantage only because Lovely jumped there into the perfect flash knuckle to get the knockdown as well. Safe
Corner
jump.
carry as well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, backdashed.
Ooh, that was beautiful from FlawlessDeku.
Now, I want to see a little bit more throws. He backdashed again. Okay, if he done a throw there, then it would have been punished probably, so.
It's really turn around now, but you know,
slowly trying to walk.
Could really switch really fast with a level 3 ready on EndingWalker's side. Just needs like a good conversion. Ready for the anti-air this time. Yeah, there's been a few of those jump-ins not anti-aired or even landed from FlawlessDeku. That's been going pretty well for him. Let's see. Oh, lucky. Yeah, we're very fortunate.
Plus frames there.
Oh, he's in trouble. Yeah, if he gets stunned, that's it. Oi, and he baited.
That was beautiful. Beautiful bait.
That was either supposed to catch a throw. It was either, well, it was supposed to stop a level 2, clearly. It was supposed to bait a couple of things, but he got the... Yeah. He knew FlawlessDeku was going to do something in the end to try and challenge and turn the match around, or the round around, I should say. And he takes game 1 there, EndingWalker. Excellent stuff. He's on 2000 MR. Impressive. Nice. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that also. The MR grind is definitely one of those unforgiving things in this game.
Kind of hard to get that crosscut going there, and everything's turned around. EndingWalker now finds FlawlessDeku in the corner. 2 quick successions was going to be.
Look at this round already.
Oh, that's going to be the round. That's not necessarily perfect, but it's basically a replica of what happened in the very first round of this top 8. And EndingWalker is looking to go into a 2-0 lead quite swiftly here.
With light into the drive rush, obviously got added into the game there.
Yeah, he's been really good at checking the dry rush, crouching medium punch. That's been really impressive, and he's gotten some good reward of it sometimes too. Oh, nice attempt
not
there
quite
with
a whiff punish, but FlawlessDeku gets a turn anyway. Yeah.
The thing is, people aren't committed to doing DI in neutral against moves like the heavy donkey kick because it will work, but it's like you're not kind of looking for it. You're not programmed to react to that in that sense. Yeah. So the whiff punish attempt that Deku went for was not a bad shout.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that was very good. And just like in the first game, FlawlessDeku really coming back in the second round. Nice check again.
Nice answer on the drive rush.
So ready for the drive rushes. It's impressive when you get the anti-airs as well. Like both checking the drive rushes and DPing as the anti-air.
Oh, okay. Try to go for a sweep juggle there from the EX Hadouken drive rush. I don't really see Ryu do that often. So the fact that he went for that means he probably could do it. It's just...
Would it be also fair to say that it is easier to perfect parry Luke's projectiles just because they're that fast?
Yes and no. I think there's other ways. Like, perfect parry is an option against Sandblaster, but there's actually other easier ways to deal with Sandblaster.
Yeah.
I say heavy Totsy. Totsy's one of them, actually, so...
Okay, parrying, getting some meter back there. Very nice from EndingWalker.
That should be the
He's
game.
gonna
Should be it.
definitely lose here,
Now, I don't know if EndingWalker is relying on the parry option a bit too much, because again, I do think Luke has substantially better footsies than Ryu does. It's great to see that bracket reset the wall where he's right in the middle of the screen. Nice donkey kick.
Nice
I
donkey
also
kick once
feel
again.
like Ryu and Luke, though Luke might have better overall neutral, they're kind of different styles of neutral, while Ryu's is more about only control. Luke has more of the offensive parts as well, but the control part I think might be a little bit stronger from Ryu's side.
That's a good argument. That's actually a fair argument. I think Ryu can be highly offensive as well. But again,
for sure.
That's in comparison to other characters. If we're talking about a standalone character, then I actually do agree with you, Vegas. So.
Yeah, well, that was such a great conversion from EndingWalker. He's a little bit more hesitant with the fireballs now. Been jumped quite a few times in the first 2 games.
Ooh,
nice.
the drive rush into the back.
Yeah, he's seen so many times that the crouch medium punch check, so he goes for the back heavy punch just to evade the hitbox and punish it as he's coming in there with the drive rush.
Also converted into some sweet damage there.
So something I've noticed about this game, lovely air to the jump medium punch. Let's see if EndingWalker closes out this round. I'll finish my point. There you go.
There it is, the sweep, the classic.
The no context sweep, but he'll tell you. So I saw him walking backwards. It's fine. Don't worry. I promise you,
walking
EndingWalker.
backwards.
Honestly, that's the
has-
Giga Chat option.
EndingWalker has probably used sweep the most in the entirety of the community internationally. So, now, one thing I've noticed is that when FlawlessDeku is at a deficit, if the neutral's not working out for him, the way he's getting big damage is drive rush into a respective button, back fist, the jab, and because EndingWalker's
gets
checking
caught
the
by the
drive
overhead
rush,
there.
it's not as easy to kind of counter.
It's cross-cut from EndingWalker.
Oh, there's that sweep you just mentioned, Jammers.
Yeah.
And Flawless not ready for the anti-air in level 3. He's gonna take it. Nice. Shin. Shoryuken. Let's go.
Clean work from EndingWalker there.
I don't know. Oh, wow, let me ask you, do you think Flawless should go back to using projectiles and just let EndingWalker perfect parry them, build meter and work around it from there? Or do you think he should stick with this plan? Because
I mean, I think FlawlessDeku kind of got a glimpse on how EndingWalker started using the parry there, so I don't know. It's really hard to say at this point. Obviously, I think EndingWalker is making some great read here as well.
Ooh.
No punish on the sweep there, unfortunate for it.
that might have been an intentional spacing trap there from EndingWalker. If there's one thing I will give Ryu outside of the high damage output, is some of his spacing traps. People are very unfamiliar with them, but they look like to be working out perfectly well.
But going back to the question you asked, Vaha, I think that most of EndingWalker's damage is actually coming from checking FlawlessDeku's approach.
Drive rush,
there is room
for example.
slowing down and seeing how that can work, but he started this round off really strong. Nice. I love it. You just get you don't lose the drive bar from the move, and then you drive reversal. Maybe you don't lose as much drive bar. Great decision. I want to see more of that implemented as time goes on in this game.
Charge as well, that's super valuable right now for EndingWalker because now he kind of commands the mid screen here.
Nice.
Solar plexus, he's not ready for it. It's funny because like what Flawless has been doing to him, he's been checking it, but the other way around, Flawless isn't quite ready for it. That's why the solar plexus hit, and he's going to block Vulcan blast, and that's going to be the game. Yeah, that's it. 3-1, he's done.
Yeah. That was beautiful. That last round there was just dissected clinically.
Yeah. Perfectly dismantled the future Street Fighter, letting you know that Ryu should still be the poster boy. Get Luke off the front cover.
In everyone's radar as a character as well. Like if you put in the work, it definitely shows.
I think watching EndingWalker play Ryu is also really impressive because he was known for the ed, right? The extreme rushdown that he was running last year, but not everyone could kind of see how good his neutral actually was because they're just saying it's Ed. But if you watched him play, you could see him do things like other Ed players were doing, like crouch medium, walk a little bit extra, crouch medium kick with punishes. A lot of these really strong fundamental things that he was doing with Ed last year, he's really showing you now through his Ryu. And I think that his Ryu's come to like excellent form right now. And it's as if he's been playing Ryu all along.
Like we said before, EndingWalker is a phenomenal player, right? Well, I put it more down to him than Ryu. I still stand by my point saying Ryu is not as strong as other characters. He is lackluster, but again, for EndingWalker to express himself in the way he's doing, it's perfect parry. Now, there's other characters who don't have to perfect parry as much as he does. Right? You have to pay attention. He's being highly successful, don't get me wrong, but watch what he's doing, right? He has to sweep, Not everyone's ready for sweep yet. They're not crouch blocking. They're walking away. So sweep's working, right? Not knocking his play either. He's perfect parrying almost everything. That's fantastic. But the fact that you have to perfect parry 99% of things when other characters don't really have to do that.
They don't.
Right, and sometimes it could go south because if people understand his situations where he's not going to be looking for a throw, you get 20%, you probably get more. But it's just the situations, his familiarity with everything right now. He makes perfect parry look like it's not even one button. He makes it look like he's just blinking and perfect parry comes out. That's how successful he is.
It's almost like as automatic as breathing for him.
Exactly. It is insane.
You're now manually perfect parrying.
So if you guys did take a look at the bracket there, so we've got EndingWalker advancing to the winners final again, and he's going to be awaiting the opponent of Broski or 4Phil. So he's actually going to be getting a JP regardless. JP. And if you watched last week's World Warrior, the way he dismantled Broski's JP, and I've actually made some notes regarding that, so we'll talk it through if that match comes to fruition, one of the two. You'll see how he really breaks down this matchup. It's fantastic to see that he's doing it with you, because I remember you have to understand the difference between reality and delusion. Like it sounded very delusional before when he said Ryu can fight JP and he just lost to every JP, and then after last week you're like, okay, you kind of gone back in the middle, so let me see if you can fully convince me to see it actually come to fruition. But hey, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, we're projected to see the JP mirror with Broski and 4Phils. Now, I have seen more of Broski than 4Phils, only because Broski does stream. So if you're not actually on the game and you're at work or something, you can just watch Broski stream and break down. And I think the biggest thing for me, I'm not sure about you two, I think the biggest thing for me is Broski definitely has a more creative, optimal JP. I think 4Phils has got the conversions, he's got the mindset to play this character, because it did take him a little while to actually start playing JP and stick with JP, but it's interesting because I think he just is more efficient. Like he's like, right, I just want to get the job done.
Exactly.
I haven't really got all the like intricacies and all those detailed combos out as much as Broski has, but regardless, they get the job done. So
yeah.
So he might not have the same passion for the character and the kind of character playstyle then, but more about this is my tool for the tournament.
Point of view.
Because I know Broski really loves to, or I feel he really loves to make everything maximum and optimal. And
wow, starting both off with the Pierce there. Just Pierce, bro, JP.
So I do think as well, I think the command grab, the Embrace command grab is actually going to play a huge factor in this matchup, because these two have actually been trying to catch a lot of people out with command grabs for a little while now, because people perfect parry a lot of JP's things. So it's like I know what I'm talking. He tried to command grab, he got stopped, but
you know what?
Happened.
I don't think people give enough credit to how enjoyable this matchup can be to watch, because when they both have the portals out, it's interesting how they're like interacting with each other, because they both know that there's like a looming portal over their head.
I mean, they just get to understand how everyone else feels when they fight against JP. I think it's quite simple, to be honest.
But you know, one interesting thing I saw from Broski is he was doing neutral jump head punch, which have really long horizontal range.
Oh, you're talking about jump medium punch.
Yeah, okay, jump medium punch. And that's like a tool, you don't need to really whiff punish the other JP then, because you will hit on the way down if they happen to press. So it's kind of like a safe way to counter that driving back. I really like that. I think we get to see that more as the set progresses.
Yeah. Tried to chase down with the dry rush there.
These guys are really pressing crouch medium kick. Do you know what? I don't think JP has one terrible normal. I've looked at his normals, and I don't think one of them is bad. I think they're all good. Obviously, some are better than others.
Yeah.
But I don't think
you know what this mirror should be called? It should be called the Duel of the Extraordinary Gentleman.
I like that title, to be honest.
Yeah, that was good.
Looking like Broski's looking to get... can we get Broski's name changed slightly? Just remove the Broski. K between the... Yeah. You made him sound like a Pokemon gym leader and...
Broski.
Something else, I don't know.
With his rock-solid Pokemon.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. That was a good usage of the fireball at the end there. Stressful situation for the 4Phils, and maybe looking...
They both went for the parry there. It's like on guard.
Well, do you know what it is? Regardless of what they're doing, they've done it at the start of the first game, round one. They've done it here. They have a very similar mindset with this character. So you can understand they're on a similar wavelength, which means in particular scenarios, they may actually know the answer to what the other one's doing. It might just come out like innately instead of like actually building up to it. They might just respond quickly. So
right.
All right, X-Tor Blood to put him away right now. It is...
Trying to cross the obstacle course there.
Yeah, 4Phil's the life lead, but it looks like... And he's got the drive gauge lead as well, actually. So.
Gets caught by the overhead there.
Oh, trying to use the neutral jump. A nice sweep. That's a crouching...
That's down forward fist.
Down forward fist, yeah. Not really a sweep, but
that
like
was a dirty cross-up from Broski.
Do you know what? That was very brazen, and he's tried to do it again. He's really trying to get the command grab to catch him out, and that's going to be the round.
He took the gamble and he paid the price.
Yeah, but his command grab attempts haven't worked. And this is why I said they might play an important role here, because they're trying to catch each other out because they know how this character works, and the command grab's got a ton of recovery and overabundance of recovery. So.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of those entry cards for you to get in on the JP player if they throw it out and you're ready. It's like kind of avoid the whole zoning part, because this one jump over and you actually get to that range where he feels a little bit uncomfortable again.
Yeah, it's like the Abigail in Street Fighter V. You just need to remember to jump forward or jump neutral instead of jump back so you can get a punish actually.
Nice check with the crouching light punch. Not really thinking that was anything else is coming.
Pierce interrupting there.
Yeah, just trying to fish out with the neutral jumps.
Alright, good
We'll see it again.
Now, nice spacing from Broski there.
I'm actually not sure. That should be the round if he wants to spend level 3. Will he do so? Yeah, and that's probably not going to miss, because I rarely see that level 3 miss despite how high the opponent is.
It's such an amazing level 3, honestly.
Now, I think, I'm actually not sure, I might lab this later actually, I'm not sure how JP actually punishes his own cane normals, ironically. So I might actually look into that a little bit later. But I think 4 feels to gain ground if he's not going to be successful with drive rush attempts. Yeah, he needs to put out departure and then take ground from there, because it looks like Broski's countering with his own departure and teleporting away.
I wonder if the JP players ever get mixed up by like whose teleport is it, or like whose portal is it over their head.
Oh, so that's a very good point.
He's ready to block his own mix-up.
Because it has no indication. It's exactly the same.
Hard.
That's going to be the
nice conversion.
It's still there. You go. There's a couple of more hits.
Right, I've had a...
And Broski up too.
I've had a realization. I think JP's combos are basically hot potato. You never touch the floor. I'm going to call them hot potato combos.
Oh.
Hey, somebody got someone with a command.
There it is. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got
been successful with the command throw and the timings. It's like he's been maybe just feeling out when the parry is coming more. I don't know. It's just been working out a little bit better.
Well, I think that's the first time Broski actually done the command grab in this set thus far. But again, I go back to one of the questions I put down for this mirror match is, like, how important will the command grab be? So
I also feel like the life lead in this matchup is quite an advantage in the way that it kind of forces the other JP to take the approach, and they're more prone for mistakes possibly.
That's a good point as well, but like even then when JP moves forward, he's just as threatening as if he is full screen. Remember, he can convert from anything, anywhere. Skedaddle Skedoodle at its finest.
Exactly. He's just that extraordinary. Look there, I feel like he got mixed at the teleport there.
Nice anti on the crouch fierce. I think he'd have got a little bit more if he was that confident he was going to land. He gets another punish counter throw. And I said this last week, I don't know if you guys are watching. I do think JP has the highest success rate on punish counter throws just because of what he does in the neutral.
Yeah,
right.
So that's just me though.
Because you don't want to lose the drive bar, right? Oh, nice.
That's perfect parry.
Oh, he's dead.
Scaling, but yeah, I think you're right. Still dead with a level 3.
That's definitely a hot potato combo.
With all of that, like, and that was completely optimized from a perfect parry. Good
That
lord.
was beautiful, I gotta say.
Wow, that was even from a perfect parry. My guy did not touch the floor until he actually lost the round. That's insane. Can you imagine that, right? You're designing the character, and in the meeting room, you're just like, right, let's design a character where their combos don't put the opponent on the floor until they're done. How about that? Everyone like the idea? Great.
Great idea.
Green light that. Green light that project. Green light that project.
Oh, man.
Design this character immediately.
I feel like Broski was the one playing more defensive and actually getting, most of the time, and getting more out of it from reacting to the 4 fills, while the 4 fills was more like the aggressor in that set. And Broski was, from round start, it would seem, start walking back, trying to fish out something to punish on reaction to get things started. So you could definitely see there's a, maybe just because of the mirror, but it did look like a difference in the playstyle of the JP itself. So, yeah.
I think he got the better of the interactions in most of the situations, which kind of led to it snowballing, in my opinion.
That is very true. All right, so the grand final of last week, we'll get it updated because I could see it on Smash GG rounds.
Oh, that's actually interesting, yeah.
The grand final of last week is the winner final of now, so EndingWalker will be going up against Broski. Let's see if Broski's actually done any homework, any analysis, done it on his stream, maybe done it personally, and see
He's a
if
very
he gets
analytical person, so I would assume so.
Yeah, he's very methodical. So if he probably didn't like practice, over time or off stream or whatnot, he probably would have thought about it, and he probably would have anticipated looking into the bracket today anyway.
And it's also like, as a streamer, it's probably great content to like watch your tournament run, like that you had, for example, like a few days later, for example, on stream.
Depending on who you are, some people do it. A lot of the FGC will not, because they're just lazy at watching replays in general.
That's one way to put it.
Well, I mean, if you're very good at taking mental notes and remembering what happened 3 weeks ago when you faced someone in tournament, good for you. I can't do that. Replay system's there for a reason, and take advantage of it, please, even if it's the night before. So.
Yeah. I still think it's good to I mean, it's obvious, but when you watch your own replays, you actually notice things about yourself that you don't notice about yourself. Even like when you're playing, you notice that, okay, I got hit here, I did that mistake, but there are other things like cues for what you were doing that you don't really realize that you have until you watch yourself playing. You might not realize that you're walking back a lot more than you actually need to in that set. There's some things like that is harder to think about when you're in the set, right? So I think when you're watching it back, it's easier to learn those subtle things that you might not really realize when you're losing.
Okay, so we just got an update on the bracket. Much like the productions you put that together. So 4 fills will be awaiting the winner of Arismania and Problem X, so that'll be interesting. And Musclenoob or ISD, whoever wins that will be going up against FlawlessDeku. Trust me, you guys can hit ! bracket in the chat. I believe the command does work for this updated version of the bracket today, and you can go see all the players and who actually didn't make it, because one of the reasons this is going to be a highly dense region, and it's surprising, is because the 8 names there, they had to fight tooth and nail to get in. Well, maybe not EndingWalker, but they had to fight tooth and nail to get into the top 8, and it's all the names that don't make it in there, because we've got a lot of household names that don't even make it this far. They get points if they don't make it this far. So we're going to be transitioning down to the losers, so we should be looking at Arismania and Problem X. So I'm predicting Chun-Li versus Blanca. I'm going to predict that. Problem X could pull out Marisa. I don't think he's playing Lily anymore at all. I think he's completely dropped Lily. That's safe to say.
I see.
I think the pick of Blanca is really good for him. I think that it's taking him some time to actually find the character he wants to play, but I feel like this is a really good match. This is more the character type, can wait a lot, periods of time with a lot of waiting, and then like exploding with all the offensive options, and there's so many of them. So I think it's nice to see the progression since he started playing Blanca. So I'm also assuming Blanca against Chun-Li, because I'm sure Marisha can fight her, but it's probably a lot slower.
Also, I want to say, like, as a matchup point, I feel like Blanca, with his anti-fireball tools, has a better time in this matchup, for example, compared to someone like Luke, where you can't really throw the slide, for example, as a reaction. So you have to use that as a prediction tool instead of like an actual reaction tool. So in this matchup where it's like more of a traditional fireball, you might have more options to use your slide, for example, to bypass that neutral.
No, that's a good way of basically circumventing Kikoken. But then in that regard, just to bounce off your point there, of one other thing as well that you have to consider is Aris going to engage in the footsie battle? Obviously, Chun-Li's button do half the work for her, but Blanca's got a ton of buttons that have like a multitude of active frames. You know, stand hard kick's got 9 active frames, I think stand crouching medium.
It's one of the best anti-airs for sure. Like, I think Blanca is one of those rare characters. He's probably at least like the only character, or like a bunch of like only like several characters get this crazy conversion from their anti-airs, and standing roundhouse is one of those trademark flagship normals where you can get a massive punish on a jump in.
So it looks like he is going with Blanca for the Chun-Li matchup. Yeah, I want to see if the footsie battle is going to actually be one of the main things about this. Maybe not, because I see a conversion straight into the slide there. So
let's go. And I think that the usage is so good, because you catch anything really.
Jump back.
Them trying to check you, them trying to go for a throw, you just catch it and you get your offense started. This is such a strong start for Problem X. Another throw closing in on kill now.
I think this character is actually perfect for Problem X because he's such a solid player, but then he has this character which enables you to make some crazy offensive reads and mix-ups. It's like, it's a very good pick for Problem X in my opinion.
Damn, he didn't have to spend any bar for that perfect parry conversion there. Nice.
Oh, that is
That's
so hard to see sometimes from that driver.
Or resets it to the overhead.
This player from Scotland, he actually beat Quiggy to get into the top 8. So if Quiggy won, he actually would have been fighting Problem X here, but so well done. And just to let you guys know, if you haven't seen the bracket, Arismania has actually been fighting today from round 1 losers. He lost to Soundboy, and he's been basically playing from round 1 losers.
Really?
Yes.
That's impressive.
So he's been on a run.
And with all those matches, he's got to be ready to counter the corner drive impact if it's to come.
Nice jump.
That's beautiful. Oh,
you know, that's interesting because John has one of those floaty jumps.
It's gonna work.
Wow, that level pick.
That's just a throw. I mean, why not? It's like a DP, right? Guess for game. Both sides, same meter. That was I think it's a good decision. Not being too scared, set it out there early. Just like if it hits, I'm still alive. If not, it's the next game. At least I get to show that I might do it. You know, you have to be very on my wake up.
Interesting how Problem's going full screen and just using the blanker ball instead of testing Arismania's footsies to see if he is just throwing out buttons.
On the flip kick.
I want to see if he's throwing out buttons liberally or like he's actually trying to whiff punish or not. But hey.
Now, though, a very comfortable position to be in for Problem X for a while now.
Nice, there's the slide.
Does not need to look for much.
He actually passed by with the crouching medium kick because he was so low.
That was unfortunate. Arismania could have punished that medium Blanca ball, but you're so used to the heavy and the light that when you block the medium, you're just not ready to punish at this point in the game time.
I like setting up the Blanca Jan here because Problem X is trying to force Arismania to do something on the neutral, like trying to interact with the doll.
Alright, there's his throw there.
For the second time this round.
Just hopping forward here. Nice pressure from Problem X right now.
How is the air ball on Burnout? Is it always plus, even if it's not EX? Do you know that?
No.
No, it's not always plus because it can be as -7, for example. So that does not make it. It's like -3, -4 range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice jump away there from Aris because a lot of people should be doing that after drive rush into lights. You should be jumping back or backdashing.
The head bites right now from
here it comes. Lightning Beast.
He's gonna activate the level 2 here, one of the best supers in the game.
He tried to. He looks like he tried to hold up. Tried to run away there.
I feel like this is one of those supers where it just, like, the more you know and how to utilize this, it just activates this character in a whole different way. And that was a beautiful whiff punish from Problem X as well. Crouching medium punch is actually one of the best, the premier whiff punish button for Blanca in this game, actually.
Yeah, and it's a really good buffer as well. It's like it's hard to whiff punish it. It's quick,
pretty active as well.
Yeah, and active is a very good button. But to your point with the super, that level 2 super is so good when you're close to burnout or the opponent is close to burnout, as you can just build your bar back or drain theirs. Forcing to get your own back or forcing them to take a big decision whether they'll have theirs back.
There's the beautiful roundhouse, by the way, from Problem X.
And he saw it now. That DI was done too far away, so counter DI into the side swap. He goes for lightning kick instead of spinning bird kick there.
And I think that one was pretty plus looking.
Right now, though,
that was so good. That was so good. The standing jab into the flip kick.
Aris is he's being airborne a fair bit, and it's mainly due to doing moves like down forward, hard kick, lightning legs on defense.
Did you just see how active that crouching medium punch from Blanca was?
Even at the top of that slap, it was still active. That was crazy.
Those claws got some active frames, man. I'm telling you, this character is great.
Yeah, you're actually right about that. Really chipping away at Arismania's drive guard.
Nice fireball, eliminating that meter usage from Problem X with the EX Blanca ball.
Puts out the
Problem X does have level 2 to build back some if he gets to that position. Doesn't want to use it yet, maybe now.
Nice there, Hard to see those mix-ups when the EX electricity is activating the Blanca doll, which makes it jump and basically makes it have several different mix-up options as well. Just lasts longer on the screen.
Oh, that might be the round. No.
Beautiful.
I think he's still alive. It's not the CA version, it's the Super Art version, so I think he's just about alive here. Yeah.
But is he alive to do a drive impact through a button, or does he have no? Okay, so that's big. And that was a sweep.
No, I think that was a pretty good stance.
Okay,
I think for Problem, he probably was looking for a Super 2 activation there. because Arismania was almost burned out, or like burned out. So that was a good situation to pull off the Super 2. He always obviously had the level 3 there.
Oh, he's using the...
Nice attempt. That was very nice. Try to hold the parry and then punish with the drive rush.
Well, Blanka's Sword
Minus a
Fist
lot,
is actually... it is, but it's because it's well-spaced and its hitbox is pretty much insane. It's insanely huge.
It's very big, yes.
It's a good normal, but I'd say in this matchup it's kind of riskier because Chun-Li has that incredible walk speed. So it makes her easier to walk away from that normal. So it's more prone to getting like misspaced or just whiffed completely. So I think it's a bigger risk for Blanka in this matchup.
Let's go.
That
was very nice, yeah.
Interrupts the low forward. So look, he's been doing it. I don't know if you guys have noticed. He's done crouch meaning kick into drive rush, and he threw problem before, which I told Veggie beforehand that is a frame trap. And he tried to actually blow it. He tried to actually blow it up before with a forward HK to beat the throw, and now Problem's just interrupting it with EX up because he's charging. So
yeah, it must be great to have those charges. What a check on the drivers though. Look at this reward.
It's such a good button.
Nice bait.
That's a heavy punish, yeah.
Oh, here comes the mix-up. I wonder if Problem's going to set up the doll and then do EX air blank.
He's certainly going to do the doll here. Yeah.
Not having it. Definitely not, but it's kind of risky though. Close to burnout, and there it is. And this super, the opponent is burned.
Oh, he made the slide. It doesn't matter. The situation was so good for him.
Oh, it's going to be a long survival.
That's not what you want to
stay alive right now. It's going to be very hard. Anything will kill.
Yeah, he's just forcing a reaction at this point because the Blanka-chan is coming. There you go. Beautiful work.
So that essentially was checkmate. I'm actually going to note that down. I don't know how much chip damage Blanka-chan does on the EX version, because the EX version on hit, it does up to, I think, 1,600, between 1,600 and 2,200 damage. It does a lot if you let all 5 hits connect. But on chip, I'm not sure, but that was a checkmate scenario.
If it only hits once like it would have hit, I don't think that would have been enough to kill, but if it would have been activated from up close because it does those little hops, that's obviously going to do more chip. Yeah, that's going to do more chip, so I don't think that was enough to kill, but that was definitely a checkmate situation. He's definitely going to place the doll here.
Get that high-low mix-up.
Max combo, yeah.
2.
Wait!
Wow! Did that DI auto-correct?
What? It looked like it changed.
That was insane, man.
Oh, nice. This is really, really dangerous.
He's lost the round to DI. Why did you do that? You did not need to do that.
That was so unnecessary from Arismania.
Just making sure.
Dude, all he had to do was like a low forward into level 1. It would have been fine. Oh, word, mate.
Dude, that was so unnecessary, but also so amazing.
I'm starting to have a little bit of a better understanding as to why this person beat Quiggy.
Yeah. All I want to say is that hold up, let him cook.
Ooh, nice check. That's a great check as well, right? With punish, buffer, checking button.
He's not going to tension.
Are you sure though?
Nah.
We'll see.
Nah, he won't do it.
Back medium kick, that's plus on block.
Do you know why? Because if that was wrong, he was in burnout and he would have been in burnout longer than he would.
This is going to do so much damage right now. Oh, the doll actually walked away.
It went the wrong way, yeah.
It was like, I'm done.
Oh, nice. I've been waiting for that. The back jumps when you're close to the corner just to get the punish on the Blanka ball. It's actually really good. And there are those kicks. And I was kind of giving up the round anyway, because how are you surviving that close to chip death with no drive bar? So...
I mean, probably could have taken the hit there anyway. He would have made it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it would have been... Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like... It's too hard to survive with that little life against Blanka with no resources.
Here we go, gets the hop, gets the electricity, and then gets the ground. Going to take off 20%, build that 40% meter. When he comes in next, it's going to be an activation. It will be an activation. Not quite.
Yeah, he's so close to getting burned out.
Delay on that DP, making sure that it didn't whiff.
No, he's just
Here's that activation. Yeah,
let's see how it works out.
It's so good because he gets his back and it takes the opponents away.
Nice parry.
Nice check. Oh, he might be done.
What a beautiful check.
Not quite, yeah, he's gonna throw another block
jump out or a down forward heavy kick to get out.
Do you know, I'm impressed he wasn't, that's unfortunate. The classic, he done the hop.
Yeah.
And the Blanka-chan got him. He was too focused on the doll and the last minute hop, made it cross up. I was actually impressed in that last scenario that Arismania was not actually deterred by the doll to take the drive impact. He jumped out, so he wasn't fearful of that. So respect there. But yes, unfortunately, his journey comes to an end. So I only got to see him once. Here. He
definitely had a great run today, though.
Yeah.
Great run if he almost pretty much started from the loser's side. So that's actually like nothing to scoff at.
Long run today.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, he walks away with 20 points, 20 or 25 points here, finishing in 7th place. I need to double check the rankings.
I think it's 20.
there.
Yeah, I think it's 20. Yeah.
Listen, if I collect, I know like it's up to 50 points maximum you can earn from a World Warrior event, but if I started from losers round 1 basically, or I got knocked into losers after my first game and had to fight from round 1 up to this point, and collecting 20 points, I'd take that. So well done there to Arismania for joining us today. In the
I
World
also
Warrior.
feel like it's great at pretty much the start of the season. This is like the second event, so I think there's plenty of more chances to rack up more points as well. So I think that's like a great start for the season, basically.
Yeah, the thing is, there's more money on the line in the CPT than there ever has been before. So missing an event, it could be detrimental depending on your position. But there is a safety net of points. I need to actually do the calculations on that. Can't do it off the top of my head. Those safety points. But 20 points does go a long way. Believe me, it happened in Street Fighter 5 when the World Warrior program was introduced. But yes, Problem wins 3-1 against Aris, and now he goes up against 4 Phils. So that's going to be Blanca going up against JP. And Problem actually had to beat a JP player known as Sohab, I think it was. He actually beat him 2-1. So Problem's going to be playing this matchup again. Top 8, so that'll be...
I think it's a decent matchup for Blanca, speaking as a Blanca player, because Blanca definitely has the tools to bypass some of the JP's full screen control. Obviously, sometimes it's a gamble, and JP's buttons are really good actually at interrupting Blanca balls from full screen. For example, crouching fears is like a fantastic option. It beats Blanca ball cleanly if you time it properly.
We'll keep those matchup points for when we actually get to that.
Yeah.
We need to move on to this next one and talk about Musclenoob going up against ISDD. That'll be our last match of round 1 top 8 here. So Musclenoob, he lost to Broski in pools, but he beat Shivs and then he beat Mystic Smash to qualify for the top 8. Do you know, I feel sorry for Mystic Smash because he's had I'll explain why. He's lost to Broski twice in pools to try and get out into winner's side top 8, and he's lost to him, and then he's finished 9th twice, I believe. So he's collecting points, but he's just been teetering on the line of top 8. So I'm hoping he makes that top 8 breakthrough, but that just proves to you how difficult it can be here in the UK.
Absolutely. But I'd like to point out that as long as there's not that many consistent top 8 or top 3 finishers, then even just having 9th over and over is, until you get like one good, really good run, is good. Yeah. The more consistent players there are, the more dangerous it becomes getting placed below the top 8 or below the top 6. But I think that when the region is so stacked and there's so many people that this week, this group of players got into the top 8 losers or winner side, and the next week, the next ones, it's less of a place where you need to be very stressed and thinking, oh, it's done now, 9th twice. Because there is, how many players are super consistent right now? It's Broski and EndingWalker in finals again, right?
Well, if we're just going off the World Warriors,
only World Warrior. Yeah, only World Warrior. Of course, there's too many events to see back. Yeah, but yeah. So I think right now it's still okay. You don't need to be too stressed. But once the consistency comes in, it's going to be very hard to not be part of that group.
Yes, all right. So these guys are going to be in the lobby right now. I can hear the lobby. So ISDD, he lost to Phils in the winners final of his pool. He actually got the first game against 4 Phils as JP, because I know he just completely despised that matchup. He can't express his disdain enough. So
it's pretty clear.
He lost to 4 Phils, but he had to beat Shax to qualify for top 8. So Shax is not in this top 8. He was in the top 8 last week. So he actually beat Shax pretty convincingly in the Luke versus Gal matchup. I think one of my things for this matchup here, I remember Angry Bird said it before, I don't know if he's changed his mind. Gaia was one of Ken's hardest matchups. I don't know if that remains the same. He has the same thoughts there. But I do love the way Musclenoob utilizes EX Fireball. And he likes to use EX Fireball and Drive Rush behind it. It's very expensive, but it gets in and then it allows him to play his defensive pressure. So I want to see how that goes. And if it kind of deters ISDD from playing that Sonic Boom game, or is he going to counter with his own EX Sonic Boom to kind of negate the effect and then worry about the drive rush afterwards? Because EX projectile in this game, you actually recover pretty fast. So
yeah.
I was gonna actually, gonna say that one of those kind of saving graces, so to speak, in this matchup for Ken is that exact.
You know what? It's like we know. It's like we know what we're doing. It was. I like that he did that round start, by the way. I actually think that's a huge consideration in his matchup. He said, I'm just getting the job done from round start.
Yeah, that's basically like putting it out there and saying it to your opponent, I have this tool, I'm not afraid to use my meter, and I'm definitely going to abuse it.
Nice EX flash kick. First one of many.
Yes, for sure.
I'm sure of it,
on burnout, though. I like the usage of buttons just to recover the drive bar. I think that was like the main intent right there. Just get more drive bar, get some buttons on block. Doesn't matter if they hit. I just need drive bar.
Closing in on the corner as well.
Good discipline to
that
not.
DI.
Yeah,
to
good
not
discipline to
overextend
not.
there.
Yeah, to not block that. Sorry, to not overcommit on that DI.
Okay, this is actually scary for Musclenoob because this is chip territory basically.
He's done.
Oh, nice block, but that was a little bit too
Tell a lie. Actually, that was in burnout. The overhead becomes +2 or +1. So ISDD, ISDD was in the right there. Let's rotate.
Nice empty jump. Yeah, that was.
Okay, the more he throws Sonic Booms, the more I can see where Musclenoob can do EX Hadouken into Drive Rush, but he has to really pick his spots to do it because it's too expensive.
Yeah, nice DD sends him full screen right now. Musclenoob has his work cut out for him right now in this round specifically.
Finds the jump in though. imstilldadaddy with no resources except for super.
Okay,
he's gonna be ready for the drive impact.
Oh, he got him! Sonic Hurricane got him!
Yeah.
And he's got one more as well.
Just anything. Yeah.
Sorry, not ISDD. Musclenoob can't jump because he might do the air Sonic Hurricane.
Ooh, that was unfortunate. And I just want to say that in Burnout, Gal is one of those rare characters who doesn't really have to change his game plan too much. He still fights amazingly well during Burnout.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to, I think it's very good of imstilldadaddy to realize that he could kind of sneak in like some offensive there because Musclenoob really wanted to take advantage of the burnout. The burnout was there and he was not really expecting that now he will go on the offensive, which is just a great thing to do because people are likely to overextend when you're burnt out.
Rotate there.
Let's get it, like Ken says.
Ooh, let's go.
One of the many EX flash kicks.
Oh, nice. Try to get the whiff punish there. Just out of reach.
Nice jump in.
Well, actually not anti-aired there.
Maybe just didn't have charge time. That was a bit. Yeah, because if there's a player who knows the charge time, it's definitely imstilldadaddy. Because he's always ready with the DP. Nice anti with the crouch fierce.
Jumped away again because he thought Musclenoob might have anticipated an EX flash kick. And in this matchup as well, because he has the huge drive gauge advantage, he can actually play mind games with the EX flash kick.
This is chip territory right now. This is
so
scary
because he wants to get
this
that
pretty
chip.
much a checkmate situation.
Nice try, and beautiful patience from ISDD not to overextend.
He didn't even overextend. He just didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not to do anything by not overextending, just to make sure he had ample opportunities and time to get that chip kill. Did not need to do it immediately, and that was very, very nice decision on his part. I think.
That's a rare miss on the jump in as well from Musclenoob, but now he's gonna get his chance at the corner there. I think that was a meaty Jinrai.
Yeah, I've seen that in rank sometime from some Ken players.
Wow.
Oh, nice counter.
Dude, he was ready for that. Despite all the odds, there's a throw loop situation there, there's a meaty stand fierce, and he was ready for DI. Respect to ISDD.
Nice jump. Oh, that looked like such a nice jump. It's still in time to block.
Nice eating that overhead as well.
Trying to get that drive bar down. Nice punish on the release parry.
I think...
Hold on a moment.
I think Musclenoob could have finished the round there from that wall splat.
But he wanted to save the water.
That was kind of a scary whiff, but Musclenoob gets it.
It works out. Musclenoob still staying alive. Nice parries.
Scary.
So is he changing up the pace to be a bit more slow now? No, still trying to get in like that. Nice,
that's
finally gets the bait. That's huge. What a shift in momentum.
Yes, that was a very big deal there. He actually could have put him in burnout, but I respect this punish regardless. He's got to worry about another flash kick, because I said he might do it to put him in burnout, and he's going to block. That's the choice he made. Yeah, that's the choice he made.
He's going to get burnout. There we go.
Gets the block at least, and finds the conversion. Just one super bar on imstilldaddy's side. It's not really too dangerous to get hit by it at this point anyway.
Ooh.
Beautiful conversion.
Okay, and ending that game with a perfect KO there. Now that was brilliant. I keep forgetting that Sonic Blade is a projectile. Now because he did the regular version, the EX Hadouken will make it dissipate and still keep its durability, which allowed the drive rush fist to connect. So that was actually very good stuff there from Musclenoob. I think he was just going for the situation anyway, but that whole scenario panned out in a brilliant way.
Beautiful empty jump into the shimmy from Musclenoob with the backdash. That was super tricky.
knowing that imstilldadaddy knows about that safe jump timing, so he knows he can take advantage of that and get that back dash shimmy instead.
Just holding on the parry here. No problem in the world.
Interesting. One thing I've always noticed as well about Guile, I actually watched this with Lex last week, and I get to see it with ISDD as well. You should really pay attention to what Guile players do after so back kick on hit and block and crouching medium kick and block. That's one of the reasons why people are so annoyed by this character.
Yeah. Sobat is an incredible tool in this game.
Back to it at the moment, upside down kick as well. I think ISDD utilized that.
Eating that Jinrai so good. Eat that all day.
That was a beautiful DP. Misses the standing heavy punch, ready still for the neutral jump there.
Even if he
just turned around so quickly.
Even if that stand fist connected, he probably wouldn't be able to chip it from that scenario anyway, so that looked like a checkmate situation for Musclenoob.
Yeah, that was really good.
I feel like Musclenoob, specifically in this game, he's been using that parry so well.
Oh, that was a big risk. I thought ISD would have done a smash kick there. Well, there it is. Thank you. Thank you for doing it right
last round though,
Did you order that?
I think I did. Someone might have misordered their Uber Eats and sent it to me, so... Oh, he got him!
Oh, he did it again. You know, last round, he did like 3 of those into nothing to see if ISDD would do the super. And it's like ISDD knew that he's done with these baits now, he's going to do it, and he gets the full cash out. Still in burnout though.
Well, as he waits, his dry gauge is slowly replenishing, and in just about a couple of seconds,
regaining that meter.
Yeah, the dry gauge
back in business.
Yeah, completely refreshed now. So.
Yeah, we're open again.
Yeah, still though, 2 good hits now, and I think nice. That's one of them. Oh, decent hit. The throw is gonna be another one.
This might change everything. We're in the corner.
Nice block on the EX boom.
We know where the magic happens in this game. It's the corner.
Definitely is, but it's still just like one conversion. Nice chase down.
I think
almost in range for the anti-air.
Nah, I'm doing the whole shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm doing
I think that target combo. That might have been it.
Yeah, can't he do level 3 off of the heavy Jinrai follow-up?
Ooh, I think so.
Down to the wire here.
There he gets the punish. Beautiful. Yeah. That's not letting anything like that fly.
That's a big commitment with Guile when you do the overhead, the target combo that ends with the overhead and it gets blocked, because people will punish it, especially got a decent light like Ken. And his punish counter as well, so then they'll be able to connect to Fierce or something afterwards.
Rise right now, eating that overhead. It's like breakfast.
Oh, the reset again. This time though, ISDD ready with the DP. The reset into the media overhead.
Oh, yes, that's right. Stuff. He can't do upside down kick on block because Ken's standing medium kick always punishes it each and every time.
Right, the target combo. Yeah, he gets an absolutely massive reward in that.
He's in.
Yeah, it's go time for Ken. Green means go.
Oh, what a jump it. Misses the conversion, doesn't matter. Reset, let's go.
Damn, he's actually going in. He's being completely dominant in all aspects of this matchup
that was
right
a
now.
wonderful punish as well.
Just
setting up the possibly final round here in a catastrophic way for ISDD.
It was just like he knew that the driver's crash medium kick was coming, just stepping back a little bit, ready to whiff punish. What a start.
Nice anti with the crouch fierce. That's pretty difficult to land consistently, especially against a hitbox as good as
that's
jump hard
not as consistent as in other games, I would have to say. It's a little bit more inconsistent.
He went for
compared
level 2
to
because he didn't build the level 3 in time, and a throw can end it here. He walks away instead.
Walking back, the patience.
Yeah, we just want to keep the cage.
Oh,
no!
Too far for the
that's going to be the round!
No way! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's dead.
No way!
That is a tragedy, if anything.
Just out of range for the stand like kick punish on the target combo overhead, or just too late.
Well, he can't.
Let's hope it doesn't affect his performance too much, because that can be such a demoralizing thing.
He can't do early celebrations here just yet, He needs to get the round
no
before,
early celebration for anyone.
Well, listen, that was just a delayed victory speech from Musclenoob. Let's see if he gets it though.
Oh, nice.
Big jump in.
He's really good at like sticking to imstilldadaddy when he gets close.
That's
huge.
Do you know what?
That's absolutely massive. Also dishing out the damage with the level 2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, now very close to burnout.
He's like, I'll have my check, please.
Not quite.
Nice interruption.
That was a big risk. Do you know what? Yeah, but he done it on his own volition. This is a big choice he's making here. Anti-air.
Already with the anti-air on the drivers. Beautiful stuff.
At this chip territory, that was pretty impossible for ISDD in that situation.
That said, well done to Musclenoob there. He beats ISD 3-1, so he'll be going up against FlawlessDeku. But he did the Jinrai into the overhead follow-up, right? So ISDD pressed, I think, like stand light punch or something. That's a counter hit but then I think it said on Musclenoob's end he got a punish counter, something like that. That was a.
I think
that
that happens. No, that happens sometimes when you. It's weird, but I've had it happen before. It's like when you trade, but the recovery has started on your button when the trade the trade
so
occurs.
It had to have been light. Yeah.
So it's like maybe your last active frame or something. I'm not sure. If, for instance, if you trade with a fireball like that, you will have a punish counter on the fireball, and they will have a counter hit on you. And it is a scenario that comes up every now and then. And I'm guessing it has something to do with when you are in recovery frames on the trade.
Okay.
Definitely interesting. Yeah, but something we could look into for sure and try to figure out exactly how it works.
Well,
it wasn't nice.
Yeah, ICD was in burnout as well, so that seems like a very specific, intricate situation, but it's just something I noticed there. But yeah, okay, so that means Arismania and ICD have bowed out of the tournament. Thank you very much for joining us, gentlemen. You walk away with 20 points.
Good showing.
And I will take that. But yes, that was very interesting, and we're going to be moving on swiftly. But before we do that, I've just been told by the voice of reason, now he can talk to me, that we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to be going through the losers quarterfinal match with Four Fills and Problem X. That's one you do not want to miss. So we're going to see you in about 5-10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bracket Reset, the UK and Ireland World Warrior event number 2. And we've seen some super entertaining matches so far. It's been a bloodbath, I would say, especially the last one, which was just beautiful work from Musclenoob. But we just discussed the fact that he's been just leveling up as a player so consistently.
Yes, 100% indeed.
I really like that. Like the first game, imstilldadaddy was in complete control, and then the first round in the next game, and then almost the second round in the next game, and it's like Musclenoob just got the details on how this set was gonna work, and from that round at the end, it's just completely changed, and there was no going back really. Musclenoob really had like the rhythm. He managed to stick on to ISDD a lot of the time, just very hard to get him off, and whenever he got off, he found those whiff punishes or the drive rushes to get in again, or even the jump timings. We saw imstilldadaddy charging for flash kick, but Musclenoob still jumping at the perfect time, so he had to block because the charge wasn't ready. So a lot of those really beautiful intricacies that is very much needed for Ken to overcome Guile. So I thought that was a really beautiful set.
I think one of the things I really have to give credit to a lot of the players for right now that are being consistent and like performing well at the high level is the fact that despite the whole mental overload in the game, it's how they understand, they get their situational awareness on point, and then they're making those necessary adjustments. And these are very detailed and specific adjustments, right? It's like, okay, not going to spend drive gauge here. I'm going to conserve my drive gauge here. You know, DI's coming. They're going to do DI here. So I have to parry this scenario. I choose to throw tech here. So it's the decisions, the defensive decisions more likely, and then obviously how they take advantage of the position that they're in. You really got to give credit to these guys because it's very difficult also to keep up with a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, and like it's in a tournament run, like there's only limited time per set to make those adjustments, which makes it even more difficult. And it's just one of those things that, like, if you're fast at adapting, it just makes it so much easier for you. But it's nothing to scoff at. This game also can be quite merciless in some ways, so all
in some ways, in every way. I said some ways. He's just trying to be nice. It's like, no, it's in every way,
I was
mate.
being nice, man.
You were trying to be nice. Don't worry. You try to be nice out here, but like, no, just say it how it is, mate. It's merciless in every facet possible. But yes, we should be setting up 4 fields going up against Problem X. So we're going to be seeing, like we said before the break, should be Blanka going up against JP. So like we said before, a player in the bracket known as Sohab, he has been playing JP. Problem X beat him 2-1 early in the bracket today. He bumps into Broski multiple times in ranked. I'm pretty sure he bumps into the other guys. He discusses with a lot of the guys. Well, I think at Gamers 8, if I can remember correctly, when Phil's, EndingWalker, and Problem were training, like they were playing Phil's and Problem were playing the Blanka JP matchup. So he has knowledge acquired on the matchup, but then again, obviously applying that knowledge, because application of knowledge is a huge deal in any part of your life. It's the application. You can have the knowledge and not apply it properly. When you apply it properly, that's when it makes the difference. So obviously when we see EndingWalker fight JP, he basically parries 99% of things because Ryu doesn't really have anti-projectile tools outside of hard read, Tatsu, and I think 1 or 2 other moves. I could be mistaken there, but Blanka has got a plethora of other tools because he's a much stronger character.
And he also has the mobility, the trickiness to approach JP's game.
Yes, I think everyone, despite being elusive and having different ways to tackle JP's toolset, I do think a lot of people have the universal way, because that's the interesting thing about this game, right? Despite having, you know, specific and unique tools for your character, everyone falls in line when it comes to, right, how do we tackle JP? Everyone's got a perfect parry at some point. Everybody's going to drive rush from full screen and try and hit him, but it's just some drive rushes are faster than others. So I think JP's a character where you've got to use the universal tactics as opposed to your individual ones. The individual tactics will come at a different point, but... Thank you, Paul.
I think that after every one of those ground spikes, Blanka can just forward dash and not be in the danger of being hit by anything else that will be thrown out. So you can close the gap like that every time you're full screen and blocking that.
Slowly but surely. And there's the value of the Blanka ball, the heavy Blanka ball on punish counter, which makes it such a good tool in this matchup, in my opinion, because you get that drive rush slide every time.
Wait.
It must have been the Blanka doll, right?
Wait.
In the way?
We need a rewind button.
Did that completely disappear because they're both EX moves? I'm confused. Oh my god.
We need a rewind button, man.
Drops the combo though. Looks very much alive. Can you juggle into
He's dead. No, he's done. He's finished. So,
That's
do you know
done.
what? Me and Logan were actually talking about this a few weeks ago. So, when JP does a combo that's heavily scaled and activates level 2, does each ghoul hit and it scales at 40%, then it goes back to being scaled to whatever the number is, then the next ghoul comes at 40%, then... I don't know how to articulate it. If I showed you, you'll understand what
you mean. Yeah. I definitely understand what you mean. Yeah.
It's interesting, I'm telling you.
If it keeps on like being 40%,
Yeah.
even though it's longer and longer into the combo.
I mean, if it's working, why not do it?
And it's kind of cool because the first thing Problem did was to bait the Amnesia.
Yeah.
It hasn't deterred 4 fills at all. Nice, perfect parry.
Wow.
Just goes for it, man.
Yeah, after the light, it's like if you're in range, you might get a 5-frame punish. But if you go for something more, why not just go for the deep? Who's gonna bait there, right? Who's gonna bait
but
after perfect parrying your button, right?
Yeah, but 4 feels perfect parry and walk forward. Why? Why don't you just do a light kick into the light slide?
I think it probably wanted something more like a frame
throw.
trap or start something better. Yeah, or a back throw, exactly.
Okay, he
Instead
has
of
the
just the
blank
lower
gen
wall.
dog. That was so unfortunate for 4 fills.
Bro, what is this game?
He managed
was
to
so
avoid the
good.
Blanca gen though, which is really good for him.
There's so many questions that are not going to get answered.
I have too many questions, man.
Oh, he might be done. He actually might be done. Actually, no.
Yeah,
With the
he's-
critical art, that should be dead.
Oh, yeah, it is. Meaningless effort. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, is it? Are you done?
It should. I think.
Nah, he's not.
Planned
He's
a
still alive.
Psycho 3.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh yeah. I'm way off point. Oh, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of EX OD bars. I should say drive bars for OD moves.
Remember, the JP's got hot potato combos. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't drop the ball.
Well. Nice perfect parry. Drive rush in.
Nice with a perfect parry.
Nice, there you go. He knows the punish.
Nice
At
and
this
simple
point
one
in
as
the
well.
game,
Set
you
up
have
right.
to know that.
Okay.
I think we will see more of in a while is that when you do neutral jump shimmy and you see the parry, you no longer press in the air, you just land and throw as a punish. I see some players started doing that, but it's still something that you kind of get away with the parry on the neutral jump as people are just pressing when they see the parry. I think as the game progresses, we will see more neutral jump confirm that they're parrying and then just empty jump into the throw.
No buffer into the drive rush there from Crouch Media Punch.
Yeah.
Problems there.
I'm surprised about that as well.
Oh, wait, what?
Such a cheeky jump in.
What? The
Just
fact that
beating
Sand Hard
that
kick
roundhouse.
didn't work.
Yeah.
I think if you want consistencies with the Blanca anterior, it's definitely standing medium kick.
Back
no,
medium
you
kick,
mean
you
back
have medium kick.
Yeah. No, but the heavy kick, you really need to be ready.
Actually,
I feel, yeah.
I do want to say that in this matchup particularly, I would have to say that, like, for example, JP's jumping roundhouse is really hard to anti-air with the standing roundhouse. So I would prefer, in this matchup, I personally would prefer to use back medium.
He done it!
Nice.
Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage here.
That's massive damage,
two.
and
Is he gonna do the
also
third
setting up
one?
another
No.
mix-up.
not over!
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
that's so cheap.
Oh, wow, that was nice. Was that a...
No, bad choice. I understand he wanted to electrify the Blanca-chan, but with the DI available, that was a fantastic answer there from Phils. Gonna let the departure.
Battery's not included in those Blanca chats.
Nice, looks for the opportunity to jump out. Very close to burnout, though.
Once again, jumped out.
So, at least at this level, the players are recognizing the animation of the command grab. I can't believe 4Phils is resorting and going to that well one too many times, to be honest with you. He needs to stop. He's losing rounds because of it.
It's like one of those high-risk, high-reward things where it feels so lucrative, but then again, like, it's such a massive risk, at this level especially.
Nice, just goes for the easy Oki. No big
it's
spend
hit by
on the perfect parry combo. And another one, let's go.
Cute conversion.
Burns, drive bar, all
Actually,
the
to
full
be
not
fair-
ready.
He's gonna get a Blanca Chan here, let's go.
Oh, that's going to be a full combo. He's not going to lose from this, though, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
Still in a mix-up with the EX electricity plus frames on block there.
I got him.
Tries to
That's it.
find the burnout, but doesn't need it.
Let's
Gets the
fly.
conversion instead.
So, when Problem does level 1 with Blanca, if it's near the corner, then the DI is probably the thing you'd expect the least. So it's actually a good option there. I'm just going back to what happened in the first round. Good jab check
Nice
there.
interruption on the whiff Blanca ball from 4Phils.
I think JP's crouch medium punch is very good against Blanca ball.
There's the right timing on Problem X.
Yeah, he's very
Standing
ready.
roundhouse.
Oh, and gets
Being
a
as
throw on
lucrative
the
as
parry.
ever, but in this
Yeah.
matchup, it is a tad bit more hard to use.
Wait, there you go. I was talking about it just a minute ago. Crouching medium punch, it is a very good answer to Blanca ball. Both versions, the light and the heavy one. And it's one of the best medium attacks in the game, I feel.
Definitely mine.
That was definitely not plus, but Problem X was trying to continue the offense there.
Oh, it's a punish counter. I think that was just a punish. Nice usage of the parry, keeping at full drive gauge.
You can parry his
you can
perfect parry his electricity in strings. It's not easy to do. When you get it right, it's actually pretty useful.
Ooh. Oh, and drops the combo.
Also dead though. I think even a command throw, even though I'm not sure he should attempt it, would kill.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna save you. You were sniped from the air.
Snaps his fingers with Departure Shadow here. Now, who's going to activate their level 2 first? That's the real question.
Or are they
they both have the same level 2.
No, but you almost never see Blanca's level 3. It's a powerful level 3, don't get me wrong, because of his distance, but they utilize level 2 much more because of all the possibilities.
I think it's the fact that, like, if you're not gonna kill with level 3, why not go for level 2? Because, like, you're probably gonna get another level 2 at the next round if there's gonna be a next round. So it just feels like a lot more lucrative because you can force so many things with that.
Yeah, it's a lot more mileage.
There comes
well,
level
there you go.
2 though. Low, high, low. Nice.
I love Blanca's parry, by the way.
All of it.
Boy, what a teleport away there from 4 Fills. And let's see if Problem gets back in to go EX Electric Thunder and then activate his own.
I feel like Problem's been close to burnout for such a long time, but still fighting.
He's threading the fine line.
Yeah. He's getting some bar back now though, and the level 3
now he's all good. Ooh, there it is.
I don't know about this one.
Such an active button. Like, that is one of the best mediums in the game, probably.
Next conversion should be dead. Very close to burnout now though. Gets the jump in.
Good block on the empty jump low. Good block on the empty jump.
Still
needs to keep pressing. Yeah, needs to keep pressing because of what happens with the burnout. Needs to keep pressing. Keep pressing.
I would just do the level 2. I would just do the level 2 now.
Oh, he knew he couldn't back up.
That was even more satisfying because of the burnout walk back animation, because it's so hilarious.
But he knew he could not back up because the level 2 was there and it wasn't burnout. Just kept on making the right decisions on offense to land the kill. That was such a beautiful round from Problem X.
Nice drive rush sweep there as well.
I feel like in most matchups, the raw drive rush from full screen into the slide is such a wild idea, but Problem has been making that work in this matchup.
I mean,
he's landed it several times already.
Here's the thing: you can actually cancel into the slide as early as possible from the drive rush because of the distance it covers. Remember, moves that are forward advancing, they have more range because of drive rush. There you go. That's why that works.
Yeah. It's a great point.
Another punish on the parry attempt. Throws again, not afraid of the OD amnesia.
DI!
Wow.
Oh, that's gonna be the round!
DI.
It's so going Problem X way right now though.
Ooh,
he's near that food stand there. He's like, I'm eating that DI.
Wow, how's 4 Fills going to get back from this one? He's been a bit too risque in certain situations, and they haven't been working out, so he might have to go back to basics with JP.
I mean, this is one of your last chances.
He might have to just do drive rush throw, or not the command grab, just regular throw, because Problem's perfect parries have been successful in the last 2 or 3 rounds. But here comes Lightning Beast. He's going to send him straight to the corner.
And everything started from that crouching medium punch once again.
Oh, and now building back a lot of that drive bar.
Dude, that's so ambiguous.
I know, right?
Not gonna get anything more out of that Super 2, but he did get pretty much. Oh, and that's probably gonna be it. Yeah,
that's not
there you go.
Yeah,
that's a lot of damage on that EX up ball.
Yeah, does not allow him to set up shop. Just keeps on staying close, makes it uncomfortable, and it's been working out since ever since the second game. Just making sure he sticks to him, not letting him start the thing. And I think that it was interesting to see how the amnesia mix-up stuff went, because it was baited first, and then twice in a row. And then after that was used very little, as if 4 Fills continuously expected like the lights or the bait to come, and maybe Problem X recognized that and felt like it was very safe for him to keep going on with the offense. It's like a mind game between them.
But also from the, I think it's called like the lift move, where Blanca gets guaranteed Oki in the corner. He's gonna get a standing light kick after setting up the Blanca Chandal. So whenever Problem did the lift, where he throws the opponent. Sorry?
Stand fierce? Or...
No, like
you mean from the coward crouch?
From the coward crouch.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
So he did the launcher and throws out the Blanca-chan and goes into standing light kick. That's guaranteed as Oki in the corner. So whenever he did that, he had a small moment of pause because he was waiting for that EX amnesia, even during the later matches as well. So I did notice that 4 Fills got some leeway in the corner when Problem did have an Oki chance. So I think Problem was pretty patient during those moments, during the set in whole.
patience is a virtue, and it awards you losers semi-final if you keep that patience up there. So Problem X awaits the winner of FlawlessDeku going up against Musclenoob. So Musclenoob will be going up against a Luke. So these two were at an event I was at yesterday, which was the Sky Broadband Sweat Room. So that's when the guys were basically playing for a professional contract on the Sky Guild. But Suleiman won that. Shout out to Suleiman, congratulations again for
big reds.
So that Kimberly is
putting in work.
Yeah, he's definitely putting in the work, and again, it's deserving.
Love to see it.
It's going to be deserving, so can't wait to see what tournaments he heads to under Sky Guild. There.
That's so cool, man.
But yeah, FlawlessDeku was there. Didn't obviously because he wanted to go further and take the contract himself, but he didn't get there because I think he lost to TKR. I think he lost to TKR. I can't quite remember. I was literally just there yesterday. I got a memory of a fish, but. This is going to be an interesting one. I actually don't see this matchup as much as I'd like to. Maybe because I see less of Luke as opposed to Ken, where you see like there's literally a sea of Kens online. So yeah, it's going to be a thing. But yeah, I want to see how FlawlessDeku handles this matchup. I don't know if Musclenoob is going to be relying on EX Fireball into Drive Rush as opposed to what he's doing against Guile, because it might not be as integral. It might be more of a footsie game, because I do feel that all the characters, with the way Luke plays, like, recovery is a huge deal in this game. And with all of Luke's buttons, they've got, like, decent hurt boxes, got decent recovery. So if you want to play that neutral game with Luke, you can do. You just got to worry for his crouch and medium punch, because that basically kickstarts everything in his game.
Also gotta say that, like, if you're a Luke player, you really need to be careful with moves like Standing Fierce, for example, because it's an amazing butt, but you can also kind of lead yourself into terrible situations by misspacing that move.
Oh yeah, if you get whiff punish, then yeah. But yeah, I mean, Standing Fierce is one of the best whiff punish buttons in the game. Lovely whiff punish there from Musclenoob.
Yeah, speaking of whiff punishes.
Nice. Puts that burnout.
Oh, that's not like, it looks like that's like a good way to escape the corner, but it has some pretty substantial recovery frames. And so that was a good call, a good awareness from Musclenoob there.
Maybe just trying to bait the DP and trying to get the punish.
I like that. Perfect parry, drive rush, crouch, medium punch in there. That was a punish counter. So I think he tried to anticipate Musclenoob pressing a button there, because that is negative. The back medium, back fierce, the suppressor. So. Nice whip punish.
That was a beautiful whip punish. There you go. That's the power of the Standing Fierce from Luke. Whipping that shoulder tackle as well is a guaranteed Oki situation for Luke.
Dude, can we give credit to... Yeah, that's going to be the round. I want to give credit to FlawlessDeku for the whiff punish he got on Dragon Lash before, because if he blocked that, he was in serious trouble. And not many people space themselves against Dragon Lash. To whiff punish it anyway, you just look at the DI or perfect barrier. So.
Nice.
Yeah, he wants his drive
level
gauge
3
back.
mostly. Yeah, he just wants to drive gauge back. I mean, still damage.
Oh, of course. The more damage you do
it's
now,
the last round as well. I mean, you gotta use that meter at some point, right?
But it's punishable.
It's a scary whiff on that standing roundhouse.
Definitely.
A much better, much stronger punish there, but he wasn't thinking about it, so.
Punish on the whiff grab from Musclenoob. That's gonna be a nice conversion into the super, depleting the meter as well from Musclenoob.
Just really slowing down right now. Neither wants to get chipped. Neutral jumping ring away and finds the jump in finally.
Dude, I was gonna say that they're probably just gonna regain their meter, but Musclenoob takes a wild jump forward and gets paid for that as well.
There's
nice.
Alright, so first game going to Musclenoob here against Flawless. Let's see if Flawless can make those necessary adjustments. Not many he needs to make, just a couple of micro adjustments, because I think the back and forth, the rally of adaptation between these two has been good thus far. He's going to put him in the corner, the heavy flash knuckle, and good block on the Shoryuken. I think that's the first reversal baited in this set thus far.
That was a really good bait and big damage, perfect meaties. Oh, but gets tagged again by the crouching medium kick. Slide switch, what's it going to be? Nice with the light DP.
Actually beating that at Dragon Lash.
So ready.
Alright, yeah, abusing crouch medium punch on the drive rush there, because that makes it +9 on the burnout opponent. Is that +9? I think so.
It's gonna be rough. Gonna be rough to get back. Will he find that one jump in? No, he just saves back the drive bar.
Is that meter?
And suddenly it's just changed on who gets to press and do stuff. Nice, tries to bait
from FlawlessDeku right now. He might be in trouble here.
Not ready with the DP. Could definitely have gotten that DP out.
This is that active frames on that standing medium kick, just saving FlawlessDeku in that situation.
How many does it have? Do it have 4? Nice. It's got a lot. Let me go double check.
It's a really good control button. Oh, drops the combo, gets the reset. Let's go.
Medium kick. It's got 3. Okay, I had 4.
One more throw
Nice,
to the
he
books
saw
as
it.
well.
Yeah, I think he saw the DI coming. That's a big risk as well, by the way, because some reversals don't work against DIs like that. So maybe it's because it was a meaty DI that it worked.
His take on FlawlessDeku still has a lead on this match.
Back throw.
He had the frame
really
advantage to
good.
do that, by the way, as well.
So good,
very
so
good.
clean.
Oh,
Smack again.
oh, that was a big risk.
Oh, no whiff punish.
Now, the easy solution was to just do level 3, but he felt I can do this without spending any super meter to do that, and he got it luckily enough there, Musclenoob. So looking to go 2 up in this set, but Flawless might be looking for an early 40% life lead if he gets it. Overhead, no cancelling to level 3 though.
Just gets hit by everything right now, and there's that drive bar.
Regain that drive bar, as you say.
It's such a good thing to do. I think.
But here's the thing though, because of how aggressive Ken can be, if you have to splurge 5 stocks of meter to put them in the corner to do level 3, it's worth it. Because you'll get like 2 bars back or something like that from the drive from the level 3. So
Nice with punish. The combo
yeah.
is too long to burn him out, but I
gonna
mean,
regain
he will get
his
the
own
release,
meter.
right? So
Yeah.
see, once this game's finished, I'll tell you something funny about long combos and short combos.
I love funny things. Please do.
Oh, luckily
FlawlessDeku
avoided
soon
that.
recovered again.
These two have some of the worst fireballs in terms of recovery, by the way. I'll be dead serious.
Yeah, I know. It's just a funny thing because they're both such amazing characters.
Ken has one of the best fireballs and the worst fireball in the same tool set, and that's going to be 2-0 there to Musclenoob. So yeah, no, Veggie brought up the point of saying that it wasn't able, the level 3 wasn't able to put Musclenoob in burnout because of the combo being too long. So when you can put the opponent in burnout via level 3, you want to keep your combo short. But if you're in burnout doing that combo, you want to make it as long as possible so you can recover the drive gauge. I just find it funny how things work in this game in terms of drive gauge recovery.
And the meaty
That's very interesting.
overhead.
Oh,
Tried to go for another overhead there.
It's definitely intentional setup. It's been happening. This is the 3rd time we see
It's
it now.
one of those things where you can expect that kind of a thing from Musclenoob at some point because he can sometimes be quite cheeky.
Oh,
Well,
what?
safe
That
jump.
was the safest of jumps I've ever seen.
Dude, I could have bet my life
Slam
savings on that jump.
Yeah. Slam
was
dunk is
that
such a good
safe.
option to have. Just when you need that extra bit of damage, your DP will just be a little bit better. Almost enough to kill though. Oh, that was, I'm telling you, that was a DP.
Yeah.
It just became an overhead.
100%.
100%
That was
the DP.
accidental comic.
Yeah. Accidental overhead anti-air.
Can you, can you imagine if they made a move that said, yeah, it's an overhead and an anti? I'd cry.
You just do it.
I'd actually cry.
What a dash
I think
under.
JP would have that.
I know.
Dash under to punish the jump in. Intentional or not, that looked amazing. Nice tech.
Now he's starting to
Lost
throw
Frames
out,
has to hold that. Doesn't have to hold that. He goes for the EX DP.
I do think when Flawless is not having the advantage or losing neutral, he will start throwing out heavy flash knuckle or drive rushing in just to force something to happen, you know? Well, drive rushing again.
We're dashing to Oki.
No, don't too early.
So +2+.
Suffering from success.
Yeah, nice with punish. That should be it.
Yes, it is. He's going to play it simple, and Pale Rider's going to close out this game 3. It's going to be FlawlessDeku, 1 game on the board. There you have it. So, it looks like it works there. I do think with Luke's game plan, sometimes he has to be a little bit more obstinate than other characters. I mean, like, again, he's got safe, advantageous pressure, so why would you not do that? He's in the corner again. Look at that. This is just Ken. Dude, I swear, everyone's got a plan so you get hit by low forward.
Yeah, he's Ken.
Trust me, you've all got plans against Ken so you get hit by low forward. You're like, oh, well, that's gone.
Yeah, everybody has a plan until they get hit by the standing fierce.
What?
Oh, nice jumping, but he misses. Oh, that's such a classical thing to do with Luke. You think that you're gonna get the crouching
Dude,
first,
that's a catastrophe for FlawlessDeku right now. He's gonna get a small saving grace there with the level 1, but he's still in a bad situation. Oh, hold on.
Nah, he can't. We're not from this. He didn't have any like, level 1 or anything. Wow. Musclenoob could still win this, by the way.
Yeah, he
definitely could.
He just needs like a
Closing in a chip, but oh, no way! What a great DP timing. The jump looked genius. The FlawlessDeku 2 ready.
That was crazy.
Well,
Nice. That was clean. The perfect parry canceled into the drive rush. Setting up the safest of safe jumps.
Oh, he didn't go for a throw loop. It looks like Musclenoob was more than happy to take another grab there. There's one. Yeah, see, I think he identified it from the situation before. He woke up DI. A throw would have beaten him there as well.
Flawless is Deku is running.
Could it have been a drive reversal attempt?
Oh, maybe.
On something that did not come?
That's true.
Hold up.
Nice.
Setting up the corner.
Stops. Yeah, it was close to getting that burnout. Flawless though, really recovered right now, in a great position to take. He just needs to be ready, and that's the overhead.
He went for it. Yeah, everyone getting hit by
it. Let's see what he's cooking. Let's see what he's cooking. He turned the solo.
I would not wake up level 2. Yeah, definitely not. He doesn't want to get stunned either.
He's not dead.
Dude, you didn't have to do it. Okay, he's fine. He had other plans, but you're not okay. When you're in the corner in a situation like that, you don't. Musclenoob didn't think he was going to jump out. And Flawless was like, okay, I don't think I have to do a jump in here to risk it. I'll just get out with the aerial flash knuckle. So, wow. It's two apiece.
Crisis averted.
Wow.
Definitely was. And then very fortunate that Musclenoob tried that last minute parry. Nice backdash from FlawlessDeku to get that punish on the throw. Not perfectly meaty.
Nice fantastic situation for Deku here because of the burnout on Musclenoob's part. But the sides are switched right now. Hold on.
Be careful for the wake up. Nice. Just keeps the lights going. Gets the drive bar back.
Hey, nice. There you go. When in doubt, low forward into a drive rush conversion. It puts Musclenoob at match point, despite FlawlessDeku fighting tooth and nail to stay in this dogfight. Try to bait something there, even a check with that drive rush into the jab. Low forward, no cancel though. Probably didn't want to burn himself out for that scenario.
Yeah.
Double parry.
Oh, the parry. Let's go. This goes for the full corner carry and the Oki off of it. Nice timing on that jump out. Is it gonna be
done it again?
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Just let me out, bro.
But I think it's because they're meaty DIs, not like he's not doing the DI later, so he can get the armor properties. Oh, what's he gonna do now though? Is he just gonna run in or is he gonna leave it? Drive rush in?
He's definitely gonna.
That's blocked. That's blocked. Yeah.
Gets it for lifetime.
That is it.
Lifetime.
Oh wait, he's not done.
But it's gonna be so
wait, wait, and he can't DP! He can't DP!
All fight for the last but again, it's again with the crouching heavy punch, because you want the crouching heavy punch because the reward is so much bigger, but when you don't get these deep jump-ins, you need to go for the standing heavy punch, as the crouching heavy punch just does not have the range. That's the second time that happens, so unfortunate.
These streets are cruel.
Yeah. And you thought it was nice. Yeah, it was you.
I didn't.
It was you. Yeah, you thought they were nice. Good lord, man, that was rough.
They're not so nice anymore.
Well, these points are nice. We don't have any. Well, I don't have any because I haven't entered any of the World Warriors yet. But as it stands
to get any points
right now, no, maybe not. I'll just take commentary points instead. Put it on my commentary coupon card. But yes, MAT EndingWalker's at the top with 50 points right now. He could actually be on 100 points by the end of the night. Broski second, Lex third, Shax is fourth. And we go down the list with the distribution of points. So yes, when you are 7th place, you do get awarded 20 points, which is going to be interesting. These are the standings right now. I'm actually not sure if the Capcom Pro Tour website has been updated with all the World Warriors, because there's a ton of World Warriors happening. And everyone's trying to keep update in some main hub point system as much as possible, but I don't think it's been done yet. But this is what it's looking like for the current rankings here in the UK. But yeah, going back to Beggy's point, so for those of you that don't know, everyone should know by now, when you land Crouch Fierce, you can basically charge, I think it's light Flash Knuckle, the perfect one's always guaranteed. I'm not sure about the medium unless it's punish counter.
Medium as well.
Okay.
Medium as well, yeah.
Basically, you get a perfect Flash Knuckle afterwards. You always want that. Now, the hitbox vertically on Crouch Fierce is magnificent. It's stupendous. Horizontally, it's almost not there. So when you land the heavy just by default muscle memory, you just go, okay, I hit heavy, Crouch Fierce, and you just hit hot air, and then you get no combo. And the thing is as well, you actually save yourself an abundance of drive meter. If he did go for crouching medium punch, I think he would have put himself in burnout. I have to double check the scenario. He would have put himself in burnout, and the combo would have been a little bit different. But you wouldn't do that in a situation like that, just where your mental space that you wouldn't do that. So you're doing the right thing, but the game just said no. That's it.
Yeah, so they were both in burnout at that end, I think, and it's like, I think just going for the standing heavy punch is obviously the call, but you want that, as you said now, I think it would be close to getting him down to, I don't know, 20%, maybe even less, 10, 15% if you got that crouching heavy punch. So definitely the right call for optimization.
Here's the thing, I've said this before. This game, the snowball effect, like, okay, if you have a positive, if you have a right read, the correct read, the positive snowball effect will probably just go until the end of the round. If you make the wrong read, the negative snowball effect will just go until the end of the round. That's usually how things go in this game thus far. And the way it was going for Flawless there, if the crouch face actually connected, I probably think he would have won the set entirely. But that's how
the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
But a very nice showing from FlawlessDeku. Some great whiff punishes, great anti-air options. Was a really good set overall, and I'm sure we get to see more of him in the World Warrior as the season progresses.
Yeah. Right, so this is what the bracket is looking like right now. So we should be heading up back to the winners final. I believe we're going to be to the winners final right now. So it's going to be a run back between EndingWalker and Broski, the grand final of last time. Now, there was... I'm trying to think. No. Okay, that's the point I wanted to make. I actually couldn't tell you. Outside of... If EndingWalker gets into the grand finals, then he'll have 90 points accumulated. But I actually couldn't tell you who's going to be in the regional final this early on in the UK. It's just very difficult to tell at the moment. Right, so one of the points I wanted to make before is EndingWalker was probably the best player at whiff punishing Broski's stand medium punch usage with JP. He's punishing it with sweep because the hitbox on, or sorry, the hurtbox on JP with the cane is actually on his body. He's using sweep to do that. He also was catching him out with donkey kick. His donkey kick usage was incredibly useful. So I want to see if he replicates that outside of getting his perfect. I want to see if he replicates that against Broski here again.
First round for EndingWalker here.
He went straight for a round gameplay.
I mean, if it works, baby.
Yeah, okay, so Broski's worked on making sure stand medium punch connects. He doesn't get whiff punished for it. So I'm already seeing the improvements here from last week.
See, though, if EndingWalker can adjust and find that spacing, beautiful punish on the fireball there with the sweep.
So he gets back in. Yeah, look, see, he's parrying everything.
Wow, gets the sweep again. That was so good. Kind of trades with the fireball, but it's
nice DP as well. Definitely not out of this round, even with the life deficiency. Soon about to be evened out.
Because the positional advantage and how Drive Rush can help you from that position is always useful. And that's going to be a stun. Wow, that was crazy. That was insane. And he's going to get the round. Yeah, that's the round. DP.
Definitely. Wow, that was so optimized. I was like, for a moment there, I'm like, do you want to start with this instead of just getting a neutral jump?
Nah. It's similar to Yoga Sunburst level 2 with Dalsim. Just charge it when it's done. So, and remember, it's a fixed time now. They can't mash out of it. So that's the perfect.
But that is substantially easier to land than the Yoga Sansara, obviously. But yeah, they do definitely have that same kind of utilization.
Yes.
This Ryu gameplay is actually phenomenal.
Dude, it's so much fun to watch. It's just like, it's so underrated. Like, this is just plain fun.
It's because you know he can perfect parry, so therefore a scenario, various scenarios in your mind are completely eliminated now. So you're like, oh my god, how's Broski gonna get out of this one? It's not even how EndingWalker's going to overcome it, it's how's Broski going to get out of this one.
Yeah.
And it's like Broski looks like he has control the whole round, and then EndingWalker gets one of these hits, and it just snowballs. Let's see what's going to happen.
And now he's like back to being bulldogged into the corner by EndingWalker. Like, look at him just calmly asserting the spacing here and just pushing him in the corner and just completely annihilating him.
I think that's been the crux of Broski's problem. Is he's been basically walked to the corner because of probably what happened last week. Perfect parry, lovely stuff straight in the corner. What happened last week? I think he's just basically given up ground to kind of play passive. And he done that again last week as well.
Yeah, that like he's been using that forward medium kick so well so far.
Damn, Broski's getting like demolished right now. I hate to say it. Oh, well, that was a very risky empty jump parry.
It's definitely looking like a wrecking crew here.
Oh my god. Mate on the OD Amnesia, you love to see it.
EndingWalker is just... Man is built different.
Well, he is. He is.
Dude, it's so funny though, like the discourse about this matchup for the whole summer was basically, Ryu has no anti-projectile tools. How is he gonna win this matchup? And here we have EndingWalker just completely
Because
demolishing this matchup.
what the game has allowed people to do is even if your character can't do it individually, the system
It's beautiful.
It's basically like a government bailout. We'll help you in your time of need. And another
That's a perfect way to put it.
Wow.
I love this game. I love this game.
Wow. That is insane. Back-to-back perfects in different games, but still counts. This is not looking
Nice
good.
anti-air with the crouch. Fears he's gonna land that command grab actually.
Well, if anyone's going to get command grabbed by JP, it's going to be EndingWalker.
Yeah, because he's so adamant about his own game plan. Yeah.
Nice conversion. Still though, I'm sure Broski's not completely comfortable about this round that we've seen this time again. There's the whiff punish.
Beautiful.
One drop,
that was Street Fighter. That whiff punish sweep, that was Street Fighter.
Perfect parry to eliminate a scenario that happened last week as well. Perfect parry on the jump and gets a back throw here. Is he going to set level 2 or he's going to save his bar for the next round? I don't want Broski to be too
yet, at
greedy here.
least.
Yeah, it always comes back to haunt you when you go for those decisions and they don't work out.
I've seen a lot of people struggle with punishing the donkey kick, even on whiff, because it's surprisingly fast on recovery, I feel.
Double effect there.
Look at the dashes from EndingWalker.
He could win. He could win.
To make it happen.
He's in it to win it right now. He's in for the kill.
Damn, Broski, good
Is he gonna
defense
get
right
it?
now.
Very good, very good.
He's trying
Tries
to chip
to
him.
find it.
He is trying to
Yeah,
chip
yeah,
him.
Oh my god, he was like, bro was scheming. He was scheming.
He was sticking on him.
He was
like glue.
scheming.
Is this the time Broski needed to find like an adjustment in the game plan though? You see those things happen, those best of 5 so many times. The beginning was looking really rough, but right now though, it's all Broski.
Spends it early.
Nice, yeah.
Goes into the interdiction level 3. Gonna make sure he can make EndingWalker's dry give as low as possible before he has to commit something. There is a string he can do. Yeah, it's that string there. I was actually about to talk about it. Stand hard kick into the fist, into EX Ghoul. That actually takes over a bar of drive stock. So I think he wanted to burn him out from there, but EndingWalker knew to parry that to get his thing back. So good situational awareness.
This is looking like Broski's game, but it's not over till it's over because EndingWalker does have the level 3 cooked up and ready to go.
And the drive impact. Is it gonna be ready with level 1? It's not.
He's dead. No, he's done. Oh no!
Oh, he drops the combo.
Commentator's
No.
goes.
No, ain't no freaking way. He dropped it again. Oh my god, this is not over yet.
Wow. Nah,
Dude,
is this guy
was-
mocking it? Nah.
That was a
I think
tragedy.
he actually gave Broski 2 lifelines. I don't know
That
anybody who does that in life. Wow.
He was like the fairy godmother there. He was, you get
I
one
love the
wish,
roll
no,
level
you get
3.
2 wishes.
I
No,
just love the
that was
lower
basically a
level
true block string. Meaty 5 onto level 3. That level 3 is doing abundance of chip. They did like 10% chip. If you get it right. He didn't get it right there. Something happened.
I'm not recovered from that. I
don't think
just
he
want to
is
say
either.
that. I'm shook.
Well, I mean, that's YouTube content for Broski right there. How EndingWalker let me back into the fight. Just got to make some funny ass thumbnail. Nice whip punch. There you go. See, talk about the whip punish there on the stand medium punch. He's been working on it, man.
Content? Damn.
Anything to help the FGC, man.
I'm scarred from that.
Oh, nice with the forward heavy kick here. That's such a great reward. Unfortunate
Gets the back row,
situation.
though.
I can't believe
a little
EndingWalker
bit
gave that
scrambling.
away.
Was that a DP? Was it level 1?
I think he won.
It doesn't matter because they both work, man.
Yeah.
2 in 1, inclusive.
Broski stopped pressing that crouching
Look at the
button.
neutral jumps from
Not getting
EndingWalker.
hit by the forward heavy kick or forward mean kick.
Back in and
Nice.
then a
This
knockdown.
lead once again.
Oh, okay. Lavushka activated from there and he got
Forward
rid of it.
jump. Nice work. Completely dissecting that level 2. He was like, I'm having none of this right now.
The thing is, this Ryu is just, it's an unprecedented style of Ryu EndingWalker's exhibiting to
I
us.
love it.
And so many people are just thrown off by it. They're just going to call it unorthodox. And you just don't know what to do. It's overwhelming.
Meaty fireball? Hello?
Meaty fireballs work. And the
Oh,
jump.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect
Like
parry into his own DI.
Burnout.
And just straight in the
Burnout.
meter.
That was so good.
That was massive brain from EndingWalker.
This round could be almost as good as done if EndingWalker
But
lands a
JP
jump.
fights really well even in burnout when he's in this kind of a screen position. So
Yeah.
you have to take that into account.
Try the perfect parry there again. What a jump from Broski. And he just replenished his drive gauge, so he's got a fighting chance here. Anti crouch fist.
That was so sneaky, just sneaking that cross up.
Not enough hit stop though. No, no cancel.
Has to hold all of these
Level 2.
DX
He's got a
shadow.
level 2, mate. He's got a level 2.
Ooh, just trying to get anything going right now. What's it gonna be?
Parries, parries. Is it enough though?
Wow.
Dude, this is
You know
so
what happened,
strong.
right? I know for a fact EndingWalker matched level 3 after that. Because
for sure.
if Broski messed that up, level 3 was coming out.
Would have been a sick call out to just let
Once
that
again,
level 3
this
fly.
week, working wonders here.
Trade, and
Oh,
that works.
That's
and
such a
it-
good trade for EndingWalker.
Oh,
At the overhead, what you done?
Amnesia. At the late throw.
Finds the back
Nice.
throw.
Perfect timing on that.
All right, you done.
The perfect parry
That
on
should
the
be good.
perfect timing there into the level 3.
Oh,
what? Again?
wow. This character is butt cheeks. Oh. This character is not.
You said it.
Wow. He won anyway.
Goes for it.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of safe
You
there anyway.
said it. Booty butt.
Right,
Could
listen,
only-
listen, EndingWalker, you are a fantastic player. I love you. Your character is butt. To be fair, he was too high. He was too high. So
That
Oh,
was
man.
such a. That came from the hard jammers.
Yeah, it did. Because it's like, okay, you did something absolutely sick. You did something stupendous. And you didn't finish it. Or the game didn't allow you to finish it.
Yeah, the game was like, hold up, I'm gonna need you to step back for a moment.
I mean, you might be a bit too high.
Could he have converted with longer driver's combo as he did have more drive bar?
I
Would
mean,
be
all
able to
he really had
convert
to
into it
do
then?
was what? Stand roundhouse. Stand, was he close? He did the stand fist, right? When he did the stand fist, he just counts into level 3. There you go, done.
Yeah.
But he had to be EndingWalker and be fancy, and it just
Bro was
didn't work.
not cooking.
Do you know? Do you know? What I really feel he does. So he makes Ryu work as a player. But sometimes I feel he does certain sequences and combos to go, Capcom, can you please? I'm showing you that he doesn't work. And he's doing it in high stakes tournaments, but he's like, look, I'm showing you it doesn't work. Can you fix him, please?
If anyone can do that in this kind of a stressful situation, it's like you deserve your buffs, sir. Like if you're
Mate,
able to demonstrate these different situations, like hats off to you.
I will die on this hill. Ryu is butt. I will die on this hill. That's my opinion. If you want to attack me on my opinion on social media, that's what you all
Rest
do
in
these days
peace,
anyway.
jammers.
Yeah, if you want, everyone does it anyway, so I'll just say Ryu's butt cheeks. That's my opinion. You want to go against it? Go for it. At HC Jammers, give me some clout. I don't care. I haven't got enough. But
Give me
But
that
right.
interaction, baby.
yeah, we are going back to the bracket update right now. So Broski's actually in the same position he was in last week. Losers final, losing to EndingWalker. Sorry, he lost to... I can't remember who he lost to last time, but he was in this position again, and he might be able to get the run back against EndingWalker in the grand final. But before that, we must see this interesting bout between these two combatants, Problem X versus Musclenoob. So these guys... So Problem X gone 3-1-3-1. Musclenoob, he's been building on it. Okay. I think it's just a battle of momentum right now. Obviously, it's going to be Ken versus Blanca, unless Problem wants to bring out the Moriza. But I think it's just a battle of momentum right now. And I know it's thinking a bit far ahead at the moment. I'm not sure who Broski would prefer to fight in terms of play styles. Because both characters I don't think he wants to fight, despite playing JP. But I don't know. This one will be interesting. I mean, who's your money on Veggie?
Problem X against Musclenoob? I think it's very hard to call because I really can't call it, but I would actually put some on Musclenoob for this set. I don't know about what about you, Obaha?
I would have to say that I'm gonna bet on Problem X because his Blanca has been a threat today.
I love how Obaha made the decision after a punish counter throw happened. He said, whoever lands a punish
I
counter
had my
throw first, I'll
sweet
vote for
delay
them.
there, man.
Nice.
It's like, that guy.
I mean, I'm playing the game correctly.
All right,
That was a
shades
beautiful
of
jump in on the crouch medium punch. Finds it again, but it was too... I think that tech was just done earlier. Almost like an instant tech.
I've
Nice
seen
using that slide to stick in close and get the close Oki as well. Nice
So-
call from Problem X.
So today and yesterday, when I was watching Musclenoob play in the sweat room for the Sky event, like he's actually been getting a couple of execution errors, unfortunate events where he converts or tries to use Shoryuken. He's getting punished for it. It's actually happened in 2 days in a row now. It's very unfortunate to see. Oh, but
Nice,
anyway,
he's got the
drive rush
picked
counts from a low forward, like, you know, push your frowns
We're
away.
in the corner.
Yeah.
That is the Ken gameplay experience.
I like the not backing off because just...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just remembered something. Forward fierce from Blanca, that move where he just flops on the floor, Ken can't do anything about that. Like, none of his supers punish it. If it's well spaced, supers can catch it, but Ken can't do anything, so...
I'm actually surprised level 2 doesn't punish it.
I know, right?
I mean, it has to be well spaced though, because you can get like crouching lows.
It is
if
really
you're
hard
kind
to
of
space
close.
correctly, though. I will have to say that.
This is a really strong start from Musclenoob.
Yeah.
Oh, tries to bait.
Gets the command
That was
grab,
so
though.
nice. He tried to bait the DP and then the command through came out instead.
That is such a
There's
hard
definitely some
animation
levels.
sometimes to call out because obviously Blanca's Blanca Ball kind of has that same kind of a reel back and also the hop, for example. So he has these animations which kind of start off similarly. So sometimes because he has so many options and mix-ups, it's hard to call out the command grab.
Okay, I just saw there, after the throw tech, Musclenoob did drive rush jab, and Problem tried to do EX Blanca Ball. You need to be careful with certain specials after a throw tech, because it looks like drive rush jab is beating them. So
Yeah, right. And that's actually one of the detriments of the EX up ball, because it hits in two parts. Sometimes DIs just, like, completely bypass that invincible wake-up.
I think DJ has that same problem as well, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, nice jump.
Oh, beautiful neutral
that
jump,
was
and that should be the round. Yeah, definitely. That's the second time he's landed the meaty DI. Definitely has some knowledge on how to play against the player in this match right now.
Yeah, he has a really good read on Problem X right now. Like, he has some fantastic momentum going on right now.
Nice check on the drive rush from Problem X though.
Goes for up ball and then hop Oki. That was legit. I've never seen that before. Okay, building the bar for level 2, yeah. Nice trade.
Yeah, nice trade, and also just gets massive
Could he
Oki
have
as
gotten
well.
a-
It's like
I don't think so.
plus from
Nah,
that situation.
I don't think he could have done drive rush into the slide because it was a trade.
No, he
need the
couldn't
drive
from
rush,
that
right?
because it's only heavy ball.
No, but that's what he traded with. He traded with heavy ball, so he got the tumble
Oh,
effect.
yeah, right.
But because he got hit instead of him hitting
Yeah,
the opponent,
no, yeah. You need that,
Because you
can't
need
have it
drive
as
rush,
a
right?
trade. Yeah.
You can't just do it raw, like just the sweep or the slide. You have to have the drive rush behind it.
yeah, not from that distance.
Yeah, not from that distance anyway.
Nice overhead.
He's changing up right now.
Lightning Beast. Is Musclenoob going to care, or is he going to show you can? I wouldn't care, but that's just me. A perfect parry.
Nice, perfect parry.
Oh, yeah, he
and
gets
the
just
side
Just too
switch.
clean with that.
Yeah, I
man.
like. Oh, even on the perfect parry, decides to burn out the opponent. I mean, he gets the life bars pretty similar. Huge advantage on the drive bar. This
Yeah,
decision
it was
is gonna
like,
be
wake up
huge.
DP? Surely you jest.
Problem didn't want to get burned out.
It's gonna get drained out from the level 2 as well here.
Oh.
Damn, that was so unfortunate for
Hang on.
Problem, and that's 2-0 for Musclenoob.
Do you know, does anybody know actually, can Blanca, after he does EX up ball in level 2, can he
No,
pilot
he
it?
cannot cancel it on block.
So they removed it?
Yep.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, that would be kind of insane, honestly.
He did it in SF5. No one said it was insane then.
I mean, it's a different ball game.
Sorry, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Straight to the
I
corner.
didn't. You need to explain that to me later.
You never really looked at SF5 the way other people did.
It's all good, bro.
Right, nice anti with the crouch fist. This is not looking too good for Prop here. Can he side swap? Yeah, he's going to
Yeah,
side
he's
swap.
definitely going to go for the hop and gets a juggle as well. Like, that's actually one of the strengths of Blanca. Even with the DI, he's going to get a side switch into the juggle and lands guaranteed Oki with the jungle lift into the Blanca jam.
I didn't know he could. Well, he's going to activate Lightning Beast early on here. Going to pop him in the corner. What's the guess going to be this time? I don't
he's
think he's
gonna
going to
go for the
parry.
hard combo
He's
here,
not. He's not going to parry Musclenoob. No way. Yeah, he's not going to do that again.
Dude, that was like, that mix-up was hella plus. That's the only way to describe it.
Try to parry
Hella
this time.
plus.
Dash up and throw him again. I would have dashed up and thrown him again, but
What a beautiful jump out.
Nice parry,
Oh,
yeah.
such a
He
fortunate
knew he was
timing.
not going to get an anti-air. He just decided to go for the parry
What a
there.
block.
Nice call from Problem
Now
X.
though, not ready
Just
to check
going
it.
for the empty light, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Problem smelling
such
the
a
fear.
powerful tool.
He's gonna wake up level 1. Oh, critical art.
okay.
Nice.
This is a very intriguing decision. You
Yeah.
barely got any health, and the recovery is going to be just about the same.
Yeah, we just got to sit down and shut up and see what Musclenoob is cooking.
And he's going to chip
Here
him.
comes
Yeah,
the command
he's-
grab.
Get
That's
chipped.
what it sounds like he's saying. Beautiful stand like kick.
Yeah, discipline on the walk under, by the way, and
Yeah.
he got the punish counter. You can do that with a lot of characters, but you just have to be, you have to have the recognition to see that. You can walk under, punish the landing frames with your light. Yeah, I found it a very interesting decision there by Musclenoob to spend that level 3 in burnout.
Problem still in it to win it. But that's a really nice start from Musclenoob, getting the Jinrai loops into the DP here. Guaranteed Oki as well, just goes for the grab here. And
Nice.
that's definitely going to be the first round for Musclenoob.
That seemed like a delay on the EXDP as well, which would have caught like a walk out, walk in, throw. Still got
That move is so goofy.
Smack down to the ground. It's a cool move.
And that is actually
counter.
one of the detriments of the crouching medium punch. It is definitely whiff punishable if you're trying to fish for it too much. And Musclenoob definitely caught onto that in that moment.
Throw tech there from Problem. He EX Blanker balls again, despite what happened last time. But if Musclenoob did a drive rush, he would have put himself in burnout here. Speaking of the devil, they're both fighting from burnout now.
But only one has to block and one has to attack.
Oh! Puts him right back on the ground again.
Dude.
Well, that's what I talked about earlier.
Dude,
People
that
just not ready for the medium because the medium is used so seldomly, even though it's very punishable. When it happens and you see it, it's already too late to punish.
Yeah, that is like one of those like unfortunate moments where you like have the punish, but you're like too late to react on that because,
Lightning Beast
like
is here.
you said, you rarely see the medium ball.
The Lightning Beast is coming. It's going to happen in a second. I think Problem should be more comfortable activating Lightning Beast from normals. It's a V-trigger activation. So
It really is. The slam dunk.
is he going to level 3? No. Oh, could he not do
Just
something?
saving the meter. He's just holding on.
I think it needs to be very close if you want to get the cancel to the level 3, but there it is. And suddenly
there's like
two.
there's so many different cancel windows in that EX Lightning into the level 3 because you have like, I think you have like 2 or 3 chances to cancel it, like from the start or from the last hit. So like that was such a checkmate situation for Problem.
There's a character that doesn't need to spend drive rush on a punish there. Well, to be fair, Rashid's pretty similar. Where you can run, you don't have to drive rush. Save yourself some meter.
And that was still pretty good damage and for the corner carry that it did on a perfect parry, I think. That was
Right
very
now, I
interesting to
feel
see.
like Musclenoob has such a strict control of the corner here. Like, Problem is just getting smothered in the corner. He's like in the jaws of Musclenoob right now.
All right, well, he's at match point here against Problem X. Let's see if Problem can take it to the final round. He really needs to be very careful about what specials he uses because perfect parry has been working in Musclenoob's favor in this set, I must say. Well, speaking of the devil,
Gets caught by that. Yeah, he was like that was the last thing he was looking for in that moment. And now he's back into the corner, getting smothered by these shimmies from Musclenoob, and he's just juggle city right now.
well, this is do or die. Does he do EX up ball or does he do EX air up ball? I think he held out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He just decided to do the air one or the ground one.
He decided.
But decided on neither and stays alive. Pretty decent position.
That's
Life
also
bar.
like nice patience on the walk back, just biding his time.
He's still doing
What a
multiple
backdash.
off the throat.
Dude, that backdash was insane.
What a punish. Even in the...
What everything.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
What a punish.
There it
Even
is.
in the burnout state, gets the sweet punish on that.
No way! I didn't know that
Amazing
was
play.
gonna. I didn't know that was gonna get the KO there. That heavy Shoryuken after the light touch. I know that is a combo, but I didn't think it'd do that much damage. But no, well played. I love that. Riveting set between the two. Musclenoob and Problem X. They never fail to deliver when they do play in tournament. Hopefully, get to see more of those in the remaining World Warriors to come down the line in the next few months. But yes, Problem X bows out of the tournament. I believe he's awarded 30 to 35 points. So he gets some points on the board because last time he actually finished 17th. So substantial improvement there from our EVO 2018
Nice
champion.
point.
So we hope to see him in the next one. Yes, next one.
I think fourth is 30, and then third is 35, and then second is 40, and then first is 50. So that's a good 30 points. And as we spoke of earlier, with many players who are potential top 8 placers, it's really good to get one of these placements just early on. It's like having 2 9s in a row. So you kind of like catch up to the guys who got 9th maybe last week and this week with one tournament run. So it's going to be very interesting to watch how these leaderboards evolve or develop towards the end of the season.
Yeah, and even 1 point can make the difference because obviously you get a participation point. I should have signed up to get my participation points, to be honest with you. But yes,
I did my part.
Yeah, so 2 9th would then lose to 1 17th and 3rd place then, if that was like the
you got to get
final.
knife through the sea of high-level players. It's not easy to do, not for many anyway. But yes, this is how the bracket has been panning out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is what it's looking like right now. But now we head to our penultimate match, which is Broski versus Musclenoob. Now, did this happen earlier today? I think this did. Let me double check. Let me find
I can
out.
check for you.
Yes, Broski did fight Musclenoob earlier today, and I believe it was a 2-1. So these guys are getting a run back, extended set. Let's see if Musclenoob can turn it around because he's been having a fantastic run through losers. And it would be incredible if we get to the grand final there. But it'll also be an interesting storyline to see if Broski makes it back and if he can overcome
I gotta say, I would love to see that run back.
Well,
I would love that.
It looks like, I think between EndingWalker and Broski right now, I think Broski's only got 1 or 2 games. EndingWalker's basically won 9 games against him right now, because obviously winners final, the grand final last week, and then this time round in the winners final here. So like it's just the whole back and forth. I might have got my numbers wrong there, but I need to double check the bracket from last week. But yeah, EndingWalker's looking supremely dominant right now, not looking too good. But okay, apparently we're taking a break. So we're just going to get a break. And when we come back, we're going to get Broski versus Musclenoob. So don't go nowhere. Grab some snacks, and then we'll see you very shortly.
Grab some drinks too.
always like that. Welcome back to Bracket Reset. We're joined here today with Jammers and Olva for the World Warrior Pro Tour stops for UK and Ireland. This is the second tournament, and we're down to the top 3 or up to the top 3. I don't know really which way we'd call it. I mean, it is the top of the bracket. It's the end of the tournament, and it's looking really exciting. We had EndingWalker against Broski for winners final, which was a run back of grand finals last weekend. And last weekend, I said last week, and now we have a potential, we have a potential run back of that grand finals. But there is someone who has not been a grand final yet, Musclenoob, who's been looking really strong today. So I don't know who you guys think is going to take it, but I would really like to see Musclenoob get a shot at EndingWalker for the grand finals, as Broski now has had a couple of chances. But then again, the more you play, the more you can adapt. So I don't know.
Great point.
Yeah. So how do you guys see it? You want to see Musclenoob or Broski? You have any favorites for this losers final to go up against EndingWalker? EndingWalker, he ends your walk.
Well, to be honest, like you did say that yourself, I would actually like to see Musclenoob tackle EndingWalker in the grand finals in the way, because that would probably even be Ryu versus Ken, and we don't really see that matchup so many times, like in this game specifically, in my opinion. So. And you did say that Broski has had quite a few chances, but there is also the counter argument there that if you play more of that, you adapt more.
Well, hate to break it to you, we've been seeing this as grand finals, top 8, money matches for 400,000, and you're about to see it again to book their place at the grand final. Ken versus JP, arguably the best 2 characters in the game, depending on who you ask.
Me.
Yes, we will see how this one goes.
But it's usually been like sometimes JP wins, sometimes Ken's, right? It doesn't look like either has like a huge advantage from like the results.
Well, I mean, that's the whole argument, them 2 being the best 2 characters in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
The fact that you see them mostly featured in the latter stage of a tournament, it tells you everything.
Yeah. There's something there.
Did my man... Wait, did he try to convert, though? Did he just mash back medium punch and cancel the command grab? Broski he's a guy. He's quite a guy.
He's a savage.
Oh, wow. I don't think Broski's had this much fun with the command grab, to be honest, because Aura's one was butt cheek, so this one's better.
He's having a field day, yeah.
Nice take.
An actual command grab.
Well, I mean...
Oh,
nice parry there.
Yeah, kind of gets away with it, but it works out for him anyway.
An empty teleport,
Yeah. Probably did
he
it
might
just
do that
so
next
late.
time.
Yeah.
Let's look out for that.
Probably did it so late that Broski had already committed to the jump medium kick in the teleport there.
That is so filthy that he gets a conversion from that.
He did the X Amnesia after Dragon Lash. Now you have to remember as well, situations that set up the strike throw game right in your face, the X Amnesia is actually very good for, which that forces people to jump. Because jumping basically gets rid of all the active frames, or avoids all the active frames of the X Amnesia. Very interesting situation to do it in. But that's going to be the round.
Lucrative DI from Broski.
Of course, it gets the job done, to be honest. When in doubt.
If you'll excuse me.
If you haven't got low forward into drive rush cancel, which JP doesn't, thank God. You just do DI instead. It might work.
Let's not get any ideas here.
I don't know, man. Capcom had a bunch of ideas. Seems like they all worked. Don't blame him.
Oh, tries to check the drivers, but gets auto whip punish counter by the drivers crouching mini kick. But But JP, does he get anything from the punish counter or crouching mini kick?
Yeah, crouching medium punch.
Crouching medium punch, exactly, but it has to be closer. Yeah.
Well, I mean, crouching medium punch goes very far. I said it earlier in the stream. It's one of the best mediums in the game.
It definitely is great.
Oh, we got hit with the overhead.
Nice fireball to force a reaction there.
Ah, okay. So if the ghoul comes out, Musclenoob's trying to perfect parry it, and then he'll just cancel to the drive rush anyway. But I think Broski's doing
out full screen situation, not looking good for Musclenoob.
But
I think Broski's doing the.
I'd like to highlight that Broski he did the drive rush into the punish counter crouch medium kick, and then he reset the combo to make sure that the last hits were blocked instead of hits, so he could get the burnout instead of letting Ken kind of fly away and rebuild the drive bar. And that was really an important part of why that round ended the way it did. It was something like this. I think we will see.
Dude, I love JP's
I love it. The runner. Yeah, so I think situations like this we will see a lot more as the game develops. People intentionally dropping their combos just to force that burnout.
Low level 3? I guess he inputted it, it didn't come out. That's huge. That's huge, man. Yeah, that's huge. I think he did input his level 3 after the run Dragon Lash. It didn't come out. That's unfortunate. He's going to end that game there. So that's going to be 2-0 to Broski.
Ended ruin.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Well, play on words. I see you there. It's 2-0 to Broski at the moment.
Ooh, nice sweep trade on Broski. Such a tricky move to sometimes look out for.
Yeah, it's weird because he's minus a lot, but
yeah, I mean it's
super
hella
hard
minus,
to
but it's still
just
very
a little
frustrating.
bit, yeah.
I think it's a way because he looks so elegant while he's sweeping you down and you're eating the dirt.
Okay, try to get it for the counter hit confirmed, but then he just
That was
into...
such an active button, just completely snuffing out that drive rush.
Well, you see a lot of JP players buffering the special cancel normals after certain strings or normals because, again, people want to dash in, drive rush in. So they're going to be buffering the normals anyway, so it's actually a good thing to do from Broski.
Okay, gets the target combo.
Wake up. Do you know why?
Also, I want to call it... Do you know what my nickname for that super is?
Okay.
It's called Symphony of Destruction because it's like he's conducting an orchestra with the move.
You mean, you know a nickname's a shortened version of what it's actually called, right? That was a very long ass...
Oh, don't break my joy here. Come on, man. I'm having a good time.
I didn't say I wasn't having a good time with you. I'm just saying what a nickname actually is. Could have called it the Punisher or something. It would have made more
Getting
sense.
schooled.
With a parry again there. That's the second time. Still not getting empty thrown.
He's not, I think he's looking to jump. I don't think he can. Never mind. He gets the drive rush opportunity. Drive rush is in. Amnesia, of course, saves the day. I'm telling you, when you really want to commit to something that will get you a huge reward, Amnesia's is there to be a party pooper.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done. That's it. That's a wrap. 3-0.
That should be it. Oh, drops the combo.
If you don't level 3, would be just fine as well.
Oh, gets the standing leverage, just sneaks it in there. What's it gonna be? Nice patience from Broski. Gets the back throw. No, even the forward throw.
Tick throw there. So that was a complete annihilation there in the losers final from Broski against Musclenoob. But then Musclenoob, his journey comes to an end. Well played today. That was great to see. Unfortunate there, he didn't really... He had opportunities, but I know that he felt he didn't really get started into that set. Because usually, you know, if you have a good game but still lose, you could probably win the next game or make it as close as possible.
He didn't get the engine revved up.
Yeah, not as much as he'd like to there. But yeah, well played by Broski to beat him there. But yes, now we've come back to the same conclusion we did last week, a week apart. So yes, I did check the bracket. EndingWalker and Broski did play in the winners semi-final last week, and then this week they played in the winners final, and now they are doing a repeat. This is chapter 2. It's that same one. It's that loop. It's that time loop where you got to play the scenario all over again. Try and get a different ending this time. One of those stories. It's going to be the grand final between EndingWalker against Broski. So yes, EndingWalker won 3-1 last week. We might see
another weekend, another run back.
Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. But okay, as it stands right now, I know it's only 2 tournaments in out of the 5 ranking ones for the World Warrior season for the UK and Ireland circuit. It looks like these two are the most consistent players at the moment. The thing is, they're always in winner's side until one of them knocks the other one into the loser side, which in this case is EndingWalker always putting Broski in the loser side. Broski's always been in winner's side, EndingWalker's always been in winner's side. And EndingWalker has only lost 2 games today, one against FlawlessDeku and the other against Broski. Before that, he didn't lose the set. Yes, this is what the tally is looking like right now. So, okay, if Broski wins this, that means they're both on 90 points. Yes. That's if Broski wins this.
Grand finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. Yeah, there's that donkey I was telling you about against Stampeding Punch. Gotta watch out for that, man.
We saw Broski really coming back in the set at the end in the winners final. So I wonder if we're going to see more of that, or if the adaptations are coming back from EndingWalker.
Well, I mean, EndingWalker is the philosophy is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's what he's been doing against JP. He's been building up a strategy and making it an important strategy at that to make sure it stays highly consistent and successful. So, well, yeah, that's what I mean by it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No.
DI, and he blocked in time. He did 2 lights.
Break through, yeah. Needed 1 more hit.
Ooh, nice bait with the faint fireball.
Well, no, if he did 1 more hit against the DI, he would have beaten the DI because it's 3 hits of armor. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a jump.
Move.
I love that combo, by the way. I don't like JP, but I like that combo. Hey, man, he's actually got some cool combos.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's an extraordinary gentleman.
And that's going to be game 1. That should be game 1 if he gets his look, hot potato. Brilliant. Yeah, he has. He dropped it.
Shane was like, I'm out.
I'm not
the side switch combo. Very simple side switch combo, very effective.
Wow.
Perfect parry. Is this going to be it? This succession coming now?
So, does he I wonder if EndingWalker just presses parries against like certain conversions.
This relentless rushdown right now.
Oh, let's go.
Wow, he just mashed
greedy.
it. Nah, he mashed it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, that was greedy from EndingWalker.
He's taking the mick out of him. Oh my word.
I mean, I would do that at this point as well. Like, if it's like I'm on the winner's side, it's the first game, that's a good time to do that.
Alright, let's see, going into game 2 here. And again, Broski got one game last week as well, but we're still in the winner's side. Let's see if Broski can
Nicely snuffing out that drive rush once again by Broski.
Nice anti, yeah.
DP, yeah.
I think EndingWalker, if he's gonna drive rush, he should go low or throw. Everyone's standing up. They're trying to block the overhead because they don't want the overhead conversion. They forget you can convert from different ways.
He got hit by that axe kick.
Yeah, Broski stopped with a cross community kick on defense at the end of last set, but I guess it's kind of back now. Let's see if he remembers and stops, or if that will be something that we see a lot with the drop kick. No, axe kick is what it's called. Were we there? No.
Which one?
I mean, it's an
The
axe.
forward, yeah.
Well, the donkey kick.
Yeah. No. The forward medium kick, I think it is.
Oh, the hop
Oh, the
kick?
hop.
Yeah, the hop kick. Yeah. Sorry.
All kinds of kicks.
All kinds of kicks. We got them all.
I swear
Yo,
that.
that
power
looks so
walk
funny
from
every
JP.
time. He walks so fast and slides in with
The
the cross
power
community
walk, it's too powerful.
I mean, a power walking sport was on the TV the other day on the sports channel. So I mean,
Did you watch it?
I only watched part of it because I was in the barbers. So I don't know if JP was in the background somewhere.
I mean, they had to mocap that animation, so someone had to power walk.
What a punish on the neutral jump with the air to air there. Just so ready. Nice with the DP. What's he gonna
Sure
be?
you can.
He seems
the
very
pressure
like caged in and feel like he's been suffocated in the corner. What a back throw! What a back throw!
Is he ready?
Yeah,
No, he
tried
definitely
it.
is.
He saw it. That's going to be Shin Shoryuken going to get the round and the game for EndingWalker here, making
Dude,
it
that
one
was the
apiece.
biggest butt moment in this set so far. He was like, nice DI.
But look, pay attention to how what Broski's needing to do in order to win or feel like he has a fighting chance. He's doing arbitrary DIs. He's trying to catch off. He's trying to catch EndingWalker out in like him being a bit too comfortable in his offensive pressure because he basically is overwhelming Broski.
Yeah, I mean, he has a steep hill to climb because he has to win 6 games. So he absolutely needs to kind of shift the gears.
I also really like that he did the wake-up crouch medium kick into the Hashogeki just to make sure that if he tried to bait by walking back, he would also get him. So he will beat both the drive impact and the
My
bait
man jumped
with that
forward.
same.
Wait, sorry, he jumped forward, back to forward.
He was inconclusive.
No, because this game doesn't want, it wants you to do anything
Wait.
but block. He should activate level 2 if he gets the chance. I don't think he's going to build the meter in time. He does tell a lie. I think he should activate
Yeah,
level
he
2
should
now, though.
definitely take this round because it's free for the taking right now, at least.
Oh, nice.
There
Really
you
looking
go,
forward
and
to it.
just getting that massive forward roundhouse.
Sometimes I think EndingWalker is scarier with burnout than when he's not in burnout.
Absolutely. Like he looks. Sometimes he looks like he has nothing to lose when he plays. He becomes that like times 10 when he's burnt out.
I mean, look, he's 17. He doesn't really have to care about many things, to be honest with you.
That's actually a great
I'd play
point.
the game the same way if I was him.
Yeah.
I'm just not that. I was not this good at games when I was
Young,
17.
wild, and free.
Oh, nice jump over with the punish. Gets the corner again. No with punish. Kind of tricky, as you mentioned earlier, over how to find that punish there.
So we're getting a nice drive rush buffer there from the stand medium kick. He's not going to spend level 3. Big choice there
But
from...
now you gotta observe for a moment. Oh, okay, dude. Man is cooking. Man is cooking. He turned the snow on.
It's like he just wants to show off sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
He's so good. Yeah, he's so good. Oh, into the
He done it again.
Let's go.
He
no
done that
way.
last week because... Nah, he's taking the mick.
Dude, that was such a sick combo, though. I cannot get over it.
He's, oh, yeah, that's what you're going to lose
That's
for it.
it,
as well.
yeah.
But gets chipped out in the end. That's so unfortunate. He was like all about that style, and losing like that is kind of unfortunate.
I mean, look, I get trying to be stylistic and whatnot, and again, he's in a good position anyway, World Warrior.
Yeah.
It's good practice regardless, but boy, like, finish your vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in the same situation just exactly last week, so
Yeah, man, eat your damn
there's definitely
vegetables.
a point there.
Nah, eat your damn vegetables, man. Like,
Yeah. There.
Oh, that's a big conversion.
It was a nice manual detonation to continue that hit confirm.
Yeah, it's why I like Broski's creativity with the character.
Yeah, yeah. You don't see a lot of JPs do a combo from a manual detonation. You just don't.
I love it.
I see a few. It's a good sequence, though. Yeah, it's not going to work. And nice conversion to pick up there with the Shoryuken.
And the meaty fireball as well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, meaty projectiles against JP are one of the things that you have to have in order to have a decent chance against
fantastic, yeah. One thing that Ryu definitely has going on in this matchup. Yeah.
And you can tell that EndingWalker's definitely been working on it, especially in the corner as well. The meaty fireballs he sets up in the corner, fantastic to see.
Dude, those sweeps are so clean. Like, it never ceases to entertain me to see those whiff punish sweeps.
He tried to hold up. There's a meaty fireball again. Gives him enough frame advantage there. And if he gets hit by maybe a hop kick or even a roundhouse, I think he might be done. Level 2. Is he going to drive reversal? Or leave it? He's going to leave it.
Oh, does not find it on the end there.
Empty jump into another grab.
Last 2. And then tries to put him away. He hasn't got a level 2 to work with here.
Oh, just buffering with a standing medium kick. Finds the hit. What's it going to be? Whoa, the EXD.
Yeah, he's not going to observe anything right now. He's just going with the wake up.
Escape.
Now, was that the only EX Shoryuken he's done in this set thus far?
I think so.
Okay. Wow, what a time to pull it out. Made it 2 apiece. Wasn't expecting it. And now going into this third game, does Broski try to bait the EX Shoryuken when it comes to situations like that? Does he worry about the parry? That was a very interesting time to introduce EX Shoryuken. I like that from EndingWalker.
All right, potentially the final game for EndingWalker here in this second World Warrior for the UK-Ireland region.
Well, this is a better improvement. Ooh, hold on.
Oh, yeah, so Broski has completely stopped with those crouch medium kicks, and as I say that, they come back.
Meaty fireball once again, the name of the game.
And I think it's been huge for letting him out of the
definitely one of the MVPs for EndingWalker.
He's not going to jump yet, EndingWalker. I think he's just going to play on the ground so he gets an opportunity to sweep. No, okay, there's the jump. Okay. Puts him in the corner.
That's the situation for Broski.
And he's forcing Broski to manually snap his fingers now. He's not letting it automatically detonate because he knows EndingWalker's going to do something or make him mad uncomfortable in a situation he set up.
Yes.
That's really good
nice
mind games.
Here. Yeah, definitely is. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice parry.
No way down you have it. Clap your hands.
Very lucky that that didn't connect, so there was not.
Wow,
the sweep is working overtime right now. The sweep is clocking in and leaving at 6 p.m.
I need to double check the startup on the EX Ghoul because that got there before, or is it Punish Counter? Did that get there before the Ghouls came out? I think so.
Oh, nice parry.
Check.
Broski adapting to that.
Jabs.
Parry on defense instead.
Dude, this is tournament point for EndingWalker right now. He got snatched.
Oh man, this is insane here. And if he gets like one jump in, whoo, that was close.
That was almost.
I'm holding my breath right now.
I mean, he shouldn't jump here, Broski. Not forward. Ah,
look at these trades for EndingWalker.
Wow.
Wait, what? Wait, never mind.
No, he's not.
Wait a
That's it. He's finished, mate. He got the tumble effect on the donkey kick. Wow,
look
what a snapshot. What a snapshot.
That is such a clean transition.
How the hell? Production team actually got that on point. They must have snapped that real quick.
Damn, beautiful.
I know what they do.
That's actually Chun-Li getting hit. Look at the buns.
I don't care who's getting hit. Someone's just getting sparked in their jawline. That's what's happening, right? And there you go. EndingWalker takes back at reset.
Someone's getting hit.
Number 2 here at the UK World Warrior. So that means he's accumulated 100 points. So that means mathematically he's actually safe in the final. If he decides not to enter any other event, he should be actually safe mathematically with 100 points. Broski, that was a much better improvement from last week because it was 3-1 last time. It's 3-2. He almost reset the bracket. Yeah. But yeah, it's still a little bit to work on. I think it's more of EndingWalker's style as opposed to, come on guys, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Cut Broski some slack here. They just pardoned off Broski. Okay.
Well, just that we were like, damn, anyway, such a clean transition. It's like Rio, buddy.
Well, we're like, yeah, well done, improvement, Broski. And production team said no. Wow. Okay,
there we go.
Damn, that was...
Dude, they worked really fast though.
Well, they have to. With me on their backside, of course they will. Because if I didn't point that out, they would have just left that there to hang. But anyway.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's going to conclude it for today. But this is what the bracket is looking like in its totality. Well done to EndingWalker once again, getting the win here. So that means he's on an 8-win streak in terms of World Warriors, a 2-win streak in World Warriors and Street Fighter 6. But yes, this kid is unstoppable right now. But if there's two people that have been consistent in the World War, it's been EndingWalker and Broski. I wonder what it's going to be for number 3. We're going to see a completely different 8, or we're going to see more of the same names. It can be hard to tell at this point in time, but valiant effort from everyone that joined us today. Thank you very much to everyone that tuned in, and shout outs to Reversal for allowing us to use their platform to stream the event. And as far as I'm aware, they do actually archive this on their YouTube channel. So if you missed today's event, you can actually rewind it on the VODs, or you can subscribe to Reversal GG. I think it's Reversal GG on YouTube. I'm subscribed, and I can't even remember the name. But yes, boys, it was a pleasure working with you guys again.
It really was.
Veggie,
Damn, it was great.
Any last words before we...
I think it's great that the World Warrior season and the CPT season is here. It's like every week you kind of feel like it's like we spoke of with these World Cup feelings. It's like it's on. You can always check in on Twitter. You can check in on websites that are reporting scores and really pay attention. Then someone has like a premiere event, and then that gets extra hype. So I just really like this part of the year when the season's just started and there's tournaments that like Capcom tournaments everywhere, and you can just feel, even though it's online, you feel the happening, the events that are going on. You can see the salt, you can see the happiness, the hype. It's just a great time as a competitor and a spectator. So I'm really excited for that, and it was great being here today. Thank you so much for that. It's been a while since we've been on the air together. I hope we get to do more stuff in the future. So thank you for that.
Cool. What about you? You enjoyed today?
I definitely did enjoy myself. I mean, obviously, because I was doing this with you guys, it's been a while. And I mean, it's been fantastic, but also just shout outs to all the players for putting up a great show tonight. And just obviously, when you're talking about this region, UK and Ireland, you're never going to be disappointed in the show these guys put, because these guys put in the work with this region, and they're some of the best players in the world. So obviously, it's been a great evening of Street Fighter. And like Veggie said, like the World Warrior season starting off last weekend, it's like there's back-to-back Street Fighter action for the whole weekend with the World Warrior events. So if you're interested, just check out all of the different World Warrior brackets and just keep up on Twitter and other social media platforms, and just great. Had a great time. Thanks.
Sweet. All right. So our next World Warrior is not next week. I think it's 3 or 4 weeks from now. Please follow Visual Platform or VP Mark. We actually put out when the registration is open and available. If you are in the Discord, stay in the Discord. If you need to be in the Visual Platform Discord, ask one of the TOs, or ask myself. We'll give you the invitation to be in the Discord, because again, as far as I'm aware, I don't really know, because I actually know the people who put on the event, the Twitter algorithm or whatever people complain about these days, but not enough people see it. So we want to get more eyes on it and more awareness to it. So please make sure you need the details. When registration opens for bracket reset number 3, we'll let people know as soon as possible. Yes, we got to call it a night here because it is late for everyone. But yes, we've got to love you and leave you. Keep playing Street Fighter 6, and don't do what EndingWalker does. Do not make level 3 whiff for no reason. Just make sure you level 3 connects. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Take care.